Hello and welcome to day 2 of AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. We have an amazing tournament here, amazing performance from all over Asia competing in this tournament alongside amazing talents. We have Matthew here and Abdulaziz. We're really excited about day 2, especially after what we have seen yesterday and the performances that all the teams have shown us, and the efforts and the dedication that they have put for this tournament. It's first time that we see those players competing here in Jeddah, King Abdullah Sports City. So the environment is really heated, alongside the weather as well. But yeah, how is it exciting for you for day 2?
Yes, first of all, I would like to say hi to you, to Matthew, to the people who are watching behind the cameras, and to everyone who is at this amazing stage. Yesterday was a very good day. We saw great matches, very nice goals, and amazing talents, of course. And yeah, looking forward to see what we will have today, and let's see.
Of course, we have some recap video from yesterday, because yesterday is unforgettable. What we have seen for the matches, like there are the players who have played. Some of them actually showed us the performance that we did not even predict. Some people actually see names that they think it is gonna be really good. But let's take a look at the video from yesterday. But at the same time, I want to mention that whoever you think is gonna win that match, it's not always that easy. Like we saw Persepolis yesterday struggled to win a single match. Some underdogs here competing in this tournament. So how do you see it?
Well, I would say it's still open right now, because yesterday is like more of most of the teams, they were just going up against each other. It's like a warm-up round. But remember, the point counts as well, because we're going to be looking forward for the seeding as well in the end. So I think day 2 will be much more exciting, much more to see from all of the teams, all of the clubs, all of the players, managers, everyone that is involved is trying to fight for the championship. So this is why we are here. This is why it is going to be really huge. And as you can see, some of the amazing matches that we had yesterday, I have to highlight, we had comeback stories. We also had stories where it was fully dominated by one team. So today I'm hoping to see more of that actually, my man.
Of course, and the stadium, it looks very beautiful. King Abdullah Sports City here hosting multiple events, multiple actions, and here with the eSport event for eFootball. There's another competition, another field, another heated area with rising stars already. We cannot call them rising stars. They're already stars.
Yes.
Here competing in this tournament with the performances that we have seen yesterday. However, today is really important for most of the teams who are still competing, because seeding is really important. After today, no team will be eliminated. They're still all together here. It's a matter of seeding. Whoever's get the best place will have an advantage for tomorrow. Then later tomorrow, we will see some eliminations from other teams who might get some players can get qualified and the others will get eliminated. This is gonna be very important, but some people might think seeding might not be very important. Maybe like they can take it as a practice. But how do you see it? How can you see the seedings affects the path until winning this tournament?
Of course, I mean, it's very important. The seedings are really important, because when you are at the top after you finish this group, you will be facing someone from the bottom, which makes it much easier when you go in late stages of the tournament. And that's why we have the seedings, but at the moment I think we have something to see.
So to know some of the standings, let's take out to know the seedings. Let's see the standings to tell you more about the places where all the teams are actually doing.
Yeah, so, as we see at the moment, we have the west side. The leadings are Persepolis from Iran and the Nassr club from Saudi, both with 12 points. And then we have Assad with 9 points. But the shocking here is, I think, Al Ain with only 0 points, equally with Al Wasl.
Yeah, I think we also saw a really amazing display by Al Ain for only one match, Abdulaziz. After that, the team went literally missing, and Al Wasl, well, things did not go really up to plan for them. But it's going to be a really close competition between first place and also Al Nassr in the West standing. But I'm really excited to see the East standing as well.
Exactly. The West, they have their sides, they have their action, but the East have a different action, as we can see. Vissel Kobe, we didn't see them play in the main stage yesterday.
Yes.
However, they've been dominating yesterday, and they're taking the lead here. And as you can see, also Matthew, JDT as well is following up. We saw them playing twice yesterday. And how do you see the performances?
I kind of feel like on the East side, we have lots of amazing talents, lots of talented players. It's packed with superstars, most of them. So it's going to be a really good competition between Vissel Kobe and also JDT and the rest of them coming in as well. But remember, it is more like it's still seeding, you know, none of them are going to go out. But I guess we have something special coming up as well right now.
Exactly. Today we have a lot of action. Let's take a look at the schedule for today. Yeah, yesterday was a lot of action as well. There are a lot of matches. Today is a bit different because it is the end of round-robin groups, and to determine who is going to face for tomorrow seedings. So all the matches gonna be played live. You can watch it here in the main channel with amazing commentators, and there are also other channels that you can see the matches behind the stage. You can enjoy them all, literally all of them. So please take a note. Know everything happening right now, because you don't want to miss any of them, especially if you are a fan for those clubs who are participating right here. Honestly, like we also talked about the East and the West playing in two different groups. Later on, and maybe in the fourth day, they will play against each other. Right now, the performances maybe in the East, they're a little bit closer, as we saw in the standings. They have closer points, closer goals, but it's not the same in the West. Like the West, we can see bigger differences.
Yes.
So, like, how does that actually going to affect their journey in the tournament? Sometimes the team who's in the lead will be more relaxed or be more confident. Does that actually affect their performance or the journey in this tournament?
That's what I like about this tournament, is that you have two regions competing, and the best from each region will definitely later face each other, and that makes it really more, let's say, tasty. For me, what we saw yesterday from Persepolis, from Nassr, was amazing performance. Both of them managed to beat almost every team they faced yesterday. The same with Vissel Kobe, this team, we didn't see anything of them, but gaining 12 points, that means they have something to show. And today, we will be definitely seeing a game or two for them.
Of course, especially that it is the last day to determine the seedings or the seedings. But there is something maybe like some audience or some viewers might take differently. For example, the places, because is it a bigger difference or a better for fourth place than the third place? Because they might actually face whoever is in the first in the group, you know. So how's that going to affect their decision? Sometimes they don't want to be in the third place, or like certain places. Is it actually really effective for them, or like dominating the group, being in the lead, so they can pick whoever in the last in the group?
Well, I always like to say, you know, you got to be prepared for anything, and if you are really here to win, you must be winning from the start. You must have that mentality of winning from the start. So I believe some of the players, some of the clubs that they represent, they are already doing it. So they already have the right mindset. So it's going to be in the right track as well. And looking forward as well. I can't wait to see what they have in day two. But remember, talking about day two, we have a splendid match coming up. It is going to be Al Rayyan up against Al Said. So this is the match that I am really focusing on, because it is the opener for day two.
What a kickoff it's going to be for today's matches. However, we have the match starting right now. Al Rayyan versus Assad.
Yes, so this is going to be much more interesting to watch. So let's see who is going to be winning this match as we are underway. So Al Said will be attacking from right to left in a white kit, and from left to right on a red kit it is going to be Al Rayyan. So hope you are glued to your seats because the match is going to be absolutely bomb at this moment. Here's Mohamed Kamara for Al Said, and he just couldn't find the right channel of display over there. Abdulaziz, looks like a solid start by both teams.
Exactly. I mean, we have been only talking about when you start well, you can control the game, and that's what I see Assad is trying to do here.
Yeah, so there you go, another beautiful pass inside the box, but it did not go to plan. Guilherme Torres up against Claudinho. Tries to fly in Claudinho again. This could be the one, and there you want to save. Perfect save by the goalkeeper. He almost thought he's going to be scoring the first goal. And there you go, it just did not go to plan, Abdulaziz.
What a save from the goalkeeper. He saved like a very easy way to score for Assad, but that's a great save. We are talking about Assad here dominating, let's say, the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yep, we are seeing so much of actions within 10 minutes. And if you just tune in, ladies and gentlemen, this is the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And we are down in day 2 at this moment. So this is the opening match, which is Al Rayyan up against Al Said. And let's see if who's going to be scoring the first goal. At this moment, both sides looking very, very balanced in attack and defense, Abdulaziz. 15 minutes in, and we saw a glimpse of both of them scoring goals.
Yes, of course. I mean, we are talking about a Classico match here because Assad and the Rayyan are both from Qatar, and they are really great teams. And here we have a easy score now.
Yeah, he did not find the proper channel of play inside the box. And here comes Al Rayyan. Oh, brilliant pass in the front, but the goalkeeper saw the danger from pretty far about and immediately cleared the ball away. And here comes another chance. Here's Cristo Gonzalez. Cristo Gonzalez saved again. What a save by the goalkeeper, denying 2 big efforts coming from one team that is looking really, really open to score a goal. So from this corner, Claudinho will be taking it. Mohamed Kamara asking for a short pass from the right. There is 3 options inside the box. Claudinho, what is the plan? And Claudinho could not find the right man inside there, Abdulaziz.
Yes,
that was really good attack.
Yeah, the goalkeeper is saving everything. Is saving Al Rayyan at the moment.
Okay. So here comes another attack. And it just didn't go to plan.
We are always talking about how good the strikers are, but at that moment, I think the goalkeeper is like the man of the match already.
Absolutely. So here comes Al Rayyan. Al Saad needs to do something about this because the attack looks really promising. Adam was just right there, but he could not get the right man inside the box now. Here comes Cristo Gonzalez on for Claudinho, and here comes Hassan. Hassan on the right side of the flanks, just easily dispossessed by the defenders. That's a mistake. Almost a costly mistake over there. Al Rayyan trying their very best to build the midfield over there, but it's just not going to plan. Mohamed Kamara being the engine again in the midfield. Guilherme Torres being dispossessed again by the defenders of Al Rayyan. Looks like both of them are making mistakes in the midfield area, Abdulaziz.
Yes. So far, I think Assad are more dangerous here.
Look at this.
This is the first goal. Offside?
There's an offside. Close call, very close call. But
very close.
Yeah.
But yeah, Assad are dominating so far. I see chance after another, but the goalkeeper of Al Rayyan is just keeping Al Rayyan in the game.
Yes. So if you look at it, Al Rayyan consists of 2 amazing players, Abdulaziz and also Hamad Mohamed. I believe both of them are siblings who shares the last name. Yeah, but I have the best Abdulaziz next to me, who's commentating with me. Here we go. So it's still 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. We were just watching right now. This is the opening match for the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 as we are underway with a goalless half so far. That's a brilliant pass, and here's a shot.
Amazing. That's a very good chance to create, counter-attack, 2 passes only, and then you are through.
Yeah, he found the sweet spot over there, but it was just not on target. And that is another brilliant display by Al Rayyan so far. Al Saad needs to be careful right now because they are under pressure. Romario. Here is Thiago Mendes. And the ball hits his own teammate. Here's a chance. Oh, hits the
my
post.
God.
And here comes the follow-up. It is 1-0. And Al Rayyan finally found the dreadlock. Wow, what a goal that was.
Yes, I mean, when you get the chance, two easy chances to score a goal, but you do not take your chances, that's exactly what happened. From only one chance, Rayyan came back and scored the first goal, and maybe we will see another goal.
Yeah, we can still see Al Saad right now trying their very best to make a comeback, because they are pretty much not in the right plan. Especially you want to not be conceding a goal at the very end, and it happened. But that was a really good battle, you know, earlier on, Abdulaziz, keeping the scoreline 0-0. There was no goals, but until we saw Al Rayyan players found that one weakness, and they were able to capitalize on it.
Exactly. If you don't take your chances, that's exactly what happened. You had two easy chances, but you didn't score. Of course, you'll be punished for doing that.
Yes, football is a game of mistakes, if you ask me. So if you make a lot of mistakes, you're definitely going to be punished over here. Here's Rafa. And that is the end of the first half.
That's
a splendid half, if you ask me. 1-0 in a favor for Al Rayyan. Abdulaziz, break us through on what happened in the first half.
Yes, I mean, as you saw in this half, I mean, Assad were dominating and they were creating chances. They reached the goalkeeper many times, but they didn't score. So in football, if you don't score, you will concede. And that's what happened.
Please welcome everyone.
So we are back for the second half right now. And ladies and gentlemen, if you just tune in into our live stream, especially on YouTube, this is the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening right here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, as we are underway for the second half of Al Rayyan versus Al Saad. So here is Hassan. Hassan got dispossessed just like that, an immediate clearance. Looks like a very bright start coming from Al Rayyan, but Al Saad trying their very best to get back in the game as well. They're just one goal away. All they need is just one goal, and they are pretty much back in the game. But maybe right now, it's still Hassan. Rafa, Chica trying to find some sort of room, and the shot was too sweet. Too sweet, too cute, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's trying to reach the last half of Rayyan, but at the end of the day, the goalkeeper is saving everything.
Yeah, the goalkeeper should be awarded an MVP, and here comes the referee drama. So what we have this time? A yellow card?
You think so?
Just a warning? Yeah, just a warning there, Abdulaziz. So let's see from this spot kick here is Cristo Gonzalez. Nearly. Goalkeeper says shukran, thank you very much. And they're going to start another attack again. It looks like Al Rayyan are still figuring out how to actually get the ball past the defender side here. Mohamed on for Hassan, and Hassan got dispossessed again. Well, looking at the gameplay so far, Abdulaziz, what do you think?
Oh yes, as far as I know that Rayyan with the goalkeeper, it's so hard to beat.
Talking about that, Mohamed hits the post and the ball did not go in. Rafa Musica with the follow-up.
Is this the best performance we have seen from a goalkeeper since the tournament started?
Yes, arguably one of the best performances we're watching right now. One of the best openers, if you ask me. Hassan goes in, but the defender is just right there to stop the ball. And the defenders are now regrouping for a corner kick now. Abdulaziz, this is going to be really crucial, because one goal right now for Al Saad could give them the hope back.
Sure, of course, and it's too early now. If they score one goal now, they definitely can score.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
To find that space to score the first goal, because it's all about the first goal.
Exactly, Claudinho actually is now on the corner kick for Al Saad. Cristo Gonzalez again. Cristo Gonzalez!
Oh my God,
saved, and Mohamed Kamara saved again. The goalkeeper really needs a Ballon d'Or.
What a goalkeeper here.
Yes, what a goalkeeper performance right now being displayed by Al Saad. And here comes another corner kick. So Al Saad might be looking forward to find the equalizer. Claudinho again. And Claudinho could not get it through in a referee. Now, what's the fall about, Abdulaziz?
I mean, the goalkeeper is just saving everything for Rayyan. He's just keeping them in the game.
So there's going to be a little bit of a change coming in from both sides. Maybe fresh sets of players might be coming in. And on the other side, we have other players are being brought in front a little bit. What's the game strategy like right now, Abdulaziz? What do you think?
Both of them are using exactly the same formation, 4-1-2-1-2, which is this. I mean, this formation is like very attacking formation. It relies on direct and it relies also on the counter-attack, and that's how Rayyan scored their first goal. By the way, since yesterday we have seen the siblings from Shanghai and also the siblings from Rayyan. Both of them are winning. Is that the power of siblings?
Well, you can put it that way. Yeah, so maybe we might be seeing brothers versus brothers in the other parts of the stage of the competition. Yeah, they might be meeting against the Shanghai siblings over there. We never know.
Could be.
It's pretty much open. But in your point of view, who do you think, which siblings right now are rocking the show, Abdulaziz?
To be honest, both of them are good, to be honest. But at the moment, I see Rayyan are doing really, really well.
Yes, defensively, they are doing a really good performance so far. Here is Ali Assad for Al Saad. And Abdul makes the pass all the way in the front. Needs to clear the ball off. You can see lots of sloppy clearance coming in from Al Rayyan players. It seems it is still 1-0. The one goal that differentiates the entire complexity of the match. Guilherme Torres on for Ali Assad, and here comes Mustafa. Could be the fresh players coming in. It seems like Ahmad Sahar is not going to get the ball in the line, and here comes a perfect recovery for Petro again. It's still 1-0, and here you go. Al Rayyan has to clear the ball out from danger, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, I see that Rayyan is just trying to defend the lead and to defend with everyone. You can see that even the striker is sometimes going to the Rayyan half.
So Ali Assad still keeping the ball at bay. It's been 70 minutes on the clock, and here comes Abdul Said.
Yeah, nothing much left.
Yeah, nothing much left, but there is still a little bit of a glimpse of hope waiting for the players and the team of Al Saad right now. Ali Assad makes a through pass in the front. Akram Afif got dispossessed by three players, three defenders, sandwiching him left and right, not leaving him any clue. But maybe Al Rayyan could be on for the second goal.
Is that it? Oh my God, what a goal.
2 goals!
2 counterattacks.
2 counterattacks, 2 chances. Al Rayyan are right now at the very top.
See, that's what football does sometimes. When you don't take your chances, you will definitely concede. 2 easy goals were missed, and 2 easy goals they were scored.
Yeah,
the goalkeeper. We only talk about how good the strikers are, how beautiful the goals are scored, but we never talk about the goalkeepers.
Yes, the goalkeeper deserves a lot of credit, especially for Al Rayyan. He has been putting a stellar performance, but maybe he might not be running away with a clean sheet. And here comes Mustafa. Nearly he gave a little bit of a heart attack to the goalkeeper, but it's going to be a corner now. So last could be the final change technical-wise for the game, Abdulaziz. What do you think is the best strategy that Al Saad needs to do in order for them to make a comeback?
They will need to change either the tactics, the formation, the players. They need to change something, because there is still a little bit of hope they may come back in this game. On the other side, the Rayyan are doing pretty well. I think they are not going to change much, because if you are going with something that is working, why do you have to change it?
Yes. So it is still 2-0 at this moment. If you just tune in, welcome to the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. We are still underway with our opening match of the day, Al Rayyan up against Al Saad. So 2 of these teams consisting amazing players, top players, representing the club with lots of pride. But at this moment, there's only going to be one winner carrying 3 points, and how it is right now, Abdulaziz. 3 points that these 2 teams are hunting for.
He's going all-out attack. As you see, as said, is like going with everyone up. You know, we see 3 at the back only, and he's just trying to find at least a little bit of hope. He still has a chance, by the way. If he scores now, I think there is a possibility of a comeback.
Yeah, talking about comeback, yes, Akram Afif,
okay.
It is still
yes,
alive.
it is still possible.
Says it's not over. We are still back in the game. It is not over until it's over.
Yes, yes. There is plenty of time. He only needs to score one goal, by the way.
Yes, another one more goal could give a lot of ray of hope, maybe for a third winner right now. Giovanni, still Giovanni tries to find Ahmad in the front. Here comes Akramafev, maybe trying to find Ali inside the box, but Giovanni again. Still Giovanni could not find the final prestigious pass that he's looking for the striker, but Al Rayyan could take the chance from this counter now. Here comes Trezeguet. Still Trezeguet on the right side of the flanks being pressured by Al Sadd players with 3 minutes left on the clock. It is now or never for Al Sadd. Here comes Ahmad. Still Ahmad right now needs to find the right man. He needs to find the right pass, but the right pass is not coming right now, Abdulaziz.
Yes, he still has maybe
added
one
minute
more
has
chance.
been
Okay, he has
indicated.
one more chance now.
Yes,
This is
one
his
last
last chance of the match.
Absolutely, 4 minutes added on by the referee. Can we see a one last chance? But the one last chance is right now disappearing, just like Titanic, who's already disappeared right now in the bottom of the sea. And maybe with 2 more minutes left, this could be one last attack. But no, it's not going in the favor for Al Sadd, Abdulaziz. It might be going in the favor for Al Rayyan. And we are coming closer and closer, and that is the end. Perfectly well-deserved 3 points for Al Rayyan in the opening start of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
My man, we are back in the desk over here with Atik as well. Atik, what do you think about the match, man?
Honestly, this actually scrambled the entire group, or that because
Yeah.
Al Rayyan was in the 4th or 5th place, and Assad was in the 3rd place. So this actually scrambled now the entire group, who's going to be closer to take the lead. Still, this is just the start of the day. How we're going to see later is going to determine who is going to take the lead, especially in the west side, because yesterday when we started and when we saw the standings as well, it was very, very far from everyone. And unlike the East group, which is very, very different. But like here, with the match that we have seen, like Al Rayyan, they took control from the first. They played so well, scored 2 goals. Assad tried to come back, but it was a little bit too late.
Yes. And honestly, the goalkeeper of Rayyan just like saved everything. I mean, 2 easy chances, but he managed to save both of them. And that's what kept a Rayyan player into the game. Later on, he did a very good counter-attack and he managed to score the first goal, which made him to feel relieved. And after that, in the second half, we saw the second goal, which probably ended many things. Even though at the end of the match, Assad tried to come back, but it was really too late. And to be honest, that's football. If you don't score, you will concede.
Yes.
Exactly, this is what we saw. But as long as all the teams are still here, they learn and they develop. From yesterday until today, we saw them performing differently from the same group, and the match is gonna get more intense as later on when we see more matches, and the next one is going to be also very heated, because it's going to be with the top 2 leading in the same group. So this is another heated match. It's going to be Vissel Kobe against JDT. How do you see that match?
You're asking a really tough question, you know, because this is going to be a really big match, of course. JDT on the side, they are really in a winning streak. They are, although despite we saw a little bit of a setback for Haikal, but they have Romy. How Abdulaziz always mentioned, Romy is a special player. He's been mentioning it from yesterday. He saw something in him. So I feel they might have the advantage on that, but I will never discount Vissel Kobe as well. They have amazing players. They are very, very talented. So it is going to be, I would say it's going to be a clash of the titans for them. Yeah.
Exactly, they've been dominating the group yesterday. They played so well.
What a game.
But the thing is, Vissel Kobe, we haven't seen them in the main station. Does that add an extra pressure as well for them? Unlike GDT, they played yesterday like 2 matches on the stage and they won them. So Vissel Kobe now, it's the first time on the main stage. But at the same time, the player is very experienced. Yamada, he plays so well. He have a great history. And the next one is going to be also very heated, because it's going to be with the top 2 leading in the same group. So this is another heated match. It's going to be Vissel Kobe against JDT. How do you see that match? in eFootball. So do you see this actually can add a little bit pressure on them?
Oh yes, of course. When you play off stage, it's different than when you play on the main stage. But Vissel, they are playing really well. They are getting the results. They are winning games, and they are dominating their opponents. JDT with Romy, they are really, really good. I am really excited about this game, and I really want to see this match because both of these teams are probably the best on their region.
But another thing to add there, Abdulaziz, I would say Vissel Kobe only has one player, Yamada. So Yamada is the only one player that is representing Vissel Kobe. On the other side, JDT has two players. So there's a mix of experience and a hungry player. Because Romy, he's very hungry to win. Because he already won a championship before, and now he wants to win another one. On the other side, Haikal is an experienced player who can give him lots of guidance, which we saw yesterday. So I feel like this is going to be like a handicap match, 2 versus 1.
Wow.
Yeah, but we cannot say that just because you have two players, you are going to win.
No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yes.
Exactly. Sometimes people see it on paper like who have an advantage as number of players or maybe some strategies. There's something also Yamada is known for, which is like give and go combo.
Yes.
And like most of his goals happens this way. So maybe can this also be a disadvantage on him? However, even though he's known for this play style, he's known for this combo, he managed to take the lead in the same group. So other teams studied him, knows his play style, but they couldn't stop his combos. Six, like I can see the numbers here.
Okay.
6 of the 10 team goals have come this way.
Wow, that's a good stats actually, and it shows how good this player is, you know. And also, when we are talking about the two players and the advantage of one player, I think with Vissel, I mean that we didn't see that. So if you manage to make a balance between the two players that you have and the one player that you have, maybe you can see an advantage. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see this match. I really can't wait to see it.
Of course, I believe everyone here is excited to see it. However, like what we have seen from JDT, they played in the main stage. They have the switch, as you have mentioned, two players, Romy and Muhammad. They can switch, but who do you think is most likely gonna play and why? Because Yamada, he's gonna play.
Yes.
Vissel is they have only one player. Who's most likely gonna play in this match, and I
will feel like Vissel Kobe, Yamada is definitely going to be, because he's the only player. But for JDT, I would really go for Romy, because Romy is on form. He's on form, and he has showed really good attitude as well, and his mentality is really great. Because you know why? Yesterday, some players in my career I've seen, especially when they concede a goal, they get really emotional, and sometimes you can literally see from their face, you know, they are not happy. So these kind of things affects you, and in a professional wise, you must be really strong. In order, like if you're conceding a goal, you must find a way really quickly to make a comeback. And that is something that I saw from Romy. So I feel Romy should start. As you can see on the screen, Romy is starting. Yamada is on the left. So this is going to be a battle, a clash of two amazing top players around the world.
Exactly, yes. And they're both on the lead in the group, and this match will determine who's gonna be the top one, at least for the start of this day. Because you're not gonna know until the end of the day who is gonna take the lead later. So many things could happen along the way in this tournament. From what we have seen so far, they are the best players in the group from the East. And we are really excited to see their performance and their play. However, like we have seen Malaysia's, they're representing Malaysia basically, JDT. They have a specific play style that got them this way, even though it's very difficult to adapt to it and study it. Do you see that they have an advantage on this match?
Well, Romy is like an experienced player, very good player, but he's facing someone who is in the form. Someone who didn't lose, and that is another form that maybe Yamada is living on at. As we see that it is not easy for both of these players. Both of them are really good at the game, and both of them have higher chances to maybe we see them in the knockout stage. It's not going to be easy, of course, but the one who is able to control the first 10 or 15 minute of the match, I think he will be able to control the entire game. But let's see what happens. Maybe one of them or maybe both of them have some surprises to say or to show to each other.
Exactly, and also some teams can learn from also different regions. We saw also like yesterday when the Chinese teams, Shanghai, they play also with other regions trying to practice and develop. But how's it going here for JDT and as well Vissel Cup? Because like they're in two different countries, Japan and Malaysia. Do they actually play in tournaments against each other?
Of course.
So
they have lots of experience. You know, we constantly go up against Japan, China, and also Vietnam, Thailand. So these are the regular faces, regular teams that you'll always see Malaysia going up against. So I feel Romy has the experience and he also has the drive to actually win this as well. But on the other side, I would never put anything aside for Vissel Kobe as well, because Yamada is on a really good form as well. So he will be definitely looking to capitalize on. As what Abdulaziz said earlier on, you know, with the 15 minutes, in the first 15 minutes, we see either one of them dominating, then that could be the decider. But we cannot really 100% say this, because there were times yesterday Haikal controlled 15 minutes of the game, and after that he went completely missing. We never saw Haikal at all, and hence why Romy is right now in the team. So Romy is being replaced. So Romy might be the best choice of player for JDT to go up against Yamada.
Yes,
exactly, especially that they're preparing actually for what is coming up next. How do you see the plans so far here? Because we see very interesting swaps.
Yes, as we see on the screen, Yamada is using 4-4-2, probably the same formation that also Romy is using. Both of them are playing with 4 in the mid and 2 strikers with 4 at the back, of course. But probably in the game, Yamada will be using 1 central defensive midfielder player, and for Romy he will be using 2 central defensive midfielders, and that maybe will make a little bit to support the mid with 1 player where he can make, let's say, the build-up with Yamada. But in general, they both have the same formation and probably the same way of playing. But it will be excited to see. I'll be excited to see what will happen in the game, because sometimes the formation will be there, but inside the game it's different how they play and how they perform.
They'll always have backup as well, backup tactics.
Backup, yes.
Exactly, and what we see now, they both also try to adapt in the match to play against each other, because it's not going to be an easy match. We might be seeing an early final, because both of them, they can go until the finals. It's going to be very interesting. We might see them in the 5th day later on, because they're playing right now in the group. They're all gonna get qualified later for tomorrow for the knockouts. Later on, it's going to be the finals. So both teams played so far, played so well, and this is the start for them. So they are energetic. They rested, and this is their time to shine. And their start is very tough. Like it might actually affect their journey later on. Especially it is going to be other matches, other tough matches that they're gonna play. Do you see also this can affect their mentality later?
Well, I feel they will always be prepared for any consequences, because we are in the most competitive zone, you know. So you have to be really ready for everything. So I feel most of the players are ready. Maybe sometimes, as what you said, it could affect their mentality as well. So it's all up to how they actually handle the pressure. So I'm very sure they are very trained for it. They have been to many tournaments, many championships. So I believe they have the experience to actually handle the pressure as well. So you have to expect the very best from everyone. Doesn't matter who they are or what club they're representing.
We always say that being a champion does not always require the skills only. It requires mentality.
Yes.
Also the mentality for the champions, because you cannot win when you're very stressed and you cannot manage it. However, the match just started, and we have JDT against Vissel Kobe.
Vissel Kobe. So ladies and gentlemen, those who just came into the live stream, you are watching AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. We have Vissel Kobe up against JDT. The Southern Tigers will be starting from right to left in a white kit, and from left to right it is going to be on the red kit. It is Vissel Kobe. Rommel Morales for JDT at this moment. Seems like Romy will be the man that will be representing JDT instead of Haikal, which we saw yesterday, and it didn't turn up really well. But here comes the man who is on form to get the first goal. Here comes Rommel Morales. And Rommel Morales was just easily dispossessed like that, Abdulaziz.
Yes, as we see at the moment, Romy is like taking the initiative to attack and to build up and to play.
Oh, almost a mistake over there. Matthew Davies with the clearance.
Yes.
Oh, that's a big, big warning. You should not be having a lot of time with the ball there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, you cannot make mistakes like that against Yamada, because he will punish you badly.
Yeah, he's literally now driving up in the front, pushing forward, putting the pressure on Afik Faisal. Here's Bergson da Silva. Tries to find Rommel Morales on the inside of the box, but immediate clearance coming from Yamada. So Vissel Kobe fans on the live stream, make sure you are showing your support and tell us who's going to be winning this match as we are underway. This is the second match of the day. Herberty now on for Nassr Ixa, Afik Faisal. Afik Faisal tries to find.
Wow!
Wow!
What a goal.
Wow, what a goal.
Beautiful. I mean, he waited, he took the right decision to move with the striker, and what a finish.
What a finish. We did not expect that to happen,
Not
but
at all.
that came out of nowhere. I think is this the reason why you said Romy could be the special player for JDT?
Of course, I mean, he's playing really well, he's comfortable, but what a pass.
Wow.
Oh, what a game. This is a top
This is
game.
going to be a huge game. It is 1-1. Vissel Kobe are back in the game. So it seems like it is going to be a big, big match between these two.
Definitely.
So let's see.
Both
Who
of the
is-
players,
Yes.
both of the players are attacking really well and defending even better, but sometimes you cannot stop those attacks.
Yes. So it's going to be a ping-pong match between these two, or it could end up becoming a chess match as well. Nassr Ixa on for Herberty on the right side of the flanks. Here comes Afik Faisal. Tries to find Nassr Ixa, penetrates inside. Rommel Morales couldn't get the final touch. An immediate clearance. Yamada right now trying his very best to find a way to get the second goal. Jonathan Vieira. And here is Jonathan Vieira.
Oh!
It's the post. Warnings after warnings right now, Abdulaziz.
Wow, I mean, Romy is really good at the edge of the box. When he reached the edge of the box, he makes very good shots.
Yes, he's trying to find another one from here. Rommel Morales! And the defender got in the way. Yamada doing his very best to defend. But right now it's all about the counter-attack, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I mean, it is not easy to defend something like that, because Romy, when he's like very creative. Sometimes he goes through the mid. Sometimes he just take the shots
this
outside.
is the moment. Maybe. Oh,
What
it's
a
in.
goal.
It's in. It is 2-1. And it is Vissel Kobe with the comeback in the early start of the match. 2-1, 29 minutes. We're having a blockbuster match, Abdulaziz.
Oh, yes, I mean, this guy Yamada is playing really well. You know, he's very clinical when it comes when he comes to the edge of the box.
Yes, Herberty with the shot. And Bergson da Silva was just right there as well. But what are your thoughts so far, Abdulaziz? Because this could end
Very
up
good.
become like a goal marathon.
Oh, what a goal! I mean, both of those players, I mean, are amazing. You know, they play really well. They are attacking in a very smart way and creative.
Yes.
We see, I mean, 3 goals, but all of those goals were completely different.
Yes, top goal scored by both of them. And here comes Yamada again. Matthew
Nice
Davies
ball.
easily dispossessed over there. Taisi, but Park Jun-hyung immediately got the ball back out of danger. Clearing the ball away. Rommel Morales again being the made man in the front, utilizing every attack that is possible here again. Eric Lima. Still Eric Lima tries to find Jordi Amat, needs to make the ball cleared away immediately. Jonathan Vieira coming in as well with 3 players running in the front. Bergson da Silva, can he connect the dots? Here comes Jonathan Vieira again, but the pass did not connect really well, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, I see that Yamada is like very composed player, you know. He makes always sure about how to finish his chances.
Yes, he's pretty much looking forward to give more attacks probably in the second half.
I think
But maybe
I
he's
think
not
you will
done yet,
see-
Abdulaziz.
Yeah, I think you will see more goals.
Yes, we might be seeing more goals. Ticey now. Still Ticey.
Wow.
Ticey!
What a goal!
This is not going to end anytime soon. It is 3-1. Vissel Kobe are on top of the world now.
What a goal! That skill move to pass the defender, and then that finish outside the box. It shows the quality of this player.
It shows absolute quality of the player. Vissel Kobe Yamada. They are now running the show in their own favor. And that is the end. 3-1. Vissel Kobe leading the match so far. Abdulaziz, give us your thoughts so far.
To be honest, I mean, the first half shows everything about how these players are. You know, they are playing really well. They are defending, they are attacking, they create chances from every single angle.
So talking about every single angle, here we go on the second half of the match. Vissel Kobe leading this half. And it's going to be another round of 45 minutes of football. And let's see who is going to go back with 3 points. Or is there going to be a turnover in the second half? JDT, as usual, on the white. And on the red, it is going to be Vissel Kobe. Yamada now got the ball back. He might be looking forward for the fourth goal. And here comes Yoshinoro inside the box. Afiq Faisal trying his very best to push him away from danger.
Wow.
Afiq Faisal still putting the pressure, but look at the control that Yamada has. Yamada could be going for another goal, but no.
Man, Yamada is controlling the ball in a very smart way.
Yes.
He's passing the defenders.
He's literally walking inside the box there, Abdulaziz.
Wow. That's a high level, you know. We're talking about someone who knows the game inside out.
Yes, Rommel Morales now for JDT. Herberty now. Still Herberty looking forward to find more space inside the box. Nassr made it inside. Bergson da Silva keeping it 1-1. Bergson da Silva has the chance, but the defender read the movement really well. Here comes Afiq Faisal again. And Afiq Faisal couldn't find the sweet touch inside the box. But look at that there. I really like how composed Yamada is. And he takes his movement very calculatively over there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, and on the other side, we see that Romy is like making more wrong passes in the second half, if you notice.
Talking about wrong passes, here comes another set of passes. Jonathan Vieira now. Still Jonathan Vieira, could he go for a shot now? Rommel Morales, Herberty. He kind of loses his balance over there and the ball got out, and here comes Nassr again. JDT is pushing as much as they can. They need the second goal. Bergson da Silva couldn't find anyone to connect with the shot over there. Jody Ahmad gets the ball again. Romy right now scratching his head how it is possible to concede extra 2 goals now. He's trying his very best to close the gap. But the gap is not getting closed anytime soon, Abdulaziz.
I mean, Yamada is defending really well. You know, he's not pushing anyone out of his position. You know, he keeps the players close. He's trying just to pass the ball now around because he knows he's leading, and he's very close to finish things off here.
Yes, he's very, very close. All he needs to do is just keep up the momentum, keep up the winning mentality that he has. So Vissel Kobe fans on the live stream, are you guys happy? I'm not sure, because at this moment Yamada is not ready to end the match as well, because he wants more. But talking about more, it seems like we're getting a couple of attacks coming in from JDT right now. Jonathan Vieira.
If he scored, if Romy scored now, he has the chance to come back.
Yes, he definitely has the chance to come back. But talking about comeback, we still have lots of time. Kobe Nong with a dispossessed pass over there. And Yoshinoro connecting the dots really well. It seems like they're building something special. But that something special just ended like that. Rommel Morales for Romy now. Can Romy find something out of this as time is ticking away? We are 15 minutes away from ending this match, Abdulaziz.
It's getting even tougher now on Romy.
On Romy, yes.
Nothing much left now. And to be honest, I think Yamada is like looking more comfortable. He's playing around. He's like, he knows how to defend.
Yes, he definitely
He's blocking
knows.
everything.
But at this moment, seems like Yamada is really under control. Especially his defensive display is looking very, very splendid. not leaving any chance for Romy to make the second goal come in. And at this moment, Yuyo couldn't find the pass as well, couldn't find the space. And Matthew Davies immediately makes the clearance. Rommel Morales on for Afik Faisal. Rommel Morales again, that's a nice pass.
Ball.
Herberty, this could be the chance for JDT, but it's taking a long time. It could be New Year. Here is Afik. Still Afik right now, on for Herberty again. But he could not find the space. And that's going to be a foul there, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, that's the good defending that he has. I mean, Yamada is defending really well. After he conceded that first goal, we didn't see any dangerous attack from Romy. And now, as we see, we have some changes here, but I think only the players that Yamada is going to change. He is not going to change the formation for sure.
Yep, talking about formation changes, there's a couple of changes coming in from both sides. But ladies and gentlemen, if you just tune into our live stream, this is the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. We are coming closer and closer towards the end of the second match of the day. Vissel Kobe up against JDT. And to give you an update, Vissel Kobe is leading this match with the final changes being done. Well, Abdulaziz, what do you think? Is there still a chance for JDT to make a comeback?
Well, if he scored from this free kick, maybe we're talking about a chance. But let's see what happens.
Yep, let's see. Could we see JDT getting that final hope right now? There is a little bit of a light we can see from the tunnel. This is the moment. And who is going to be taking it for JDT? It is going to be Juan Munez. So Juan Munez has the chance. Is he going to go long? Is he going to go short? And it was well saved. Bobby Trinkunalen as well couldn't come up with the follow-up. It is going to get really tougher right now, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I think it's done and dusted, maybe.
You always say it before 10 minutes, don't you? It seems like it is getting really, really tough.
Romy can come back, to be honest.
Yep, only 2 minutes left on the clock. And maybe Romy just might want to get another one more goal or not. Juan Munez got the ball out of position over here. Here comes Natsuwinsa. And still Natsuwinsa with the Bergson da Silva coming in. Jesse Rodriguez could not find a way. And that is the end, ladies and gentlemen. Vissel Kobe with a well-deserved 3 points, showing us how it's done at a very top elite level. And I have to tell you, we did not see the Romy that we saw yesterday, Abdulaziz.
Because of how good Yamada was at this game, he controlled the game from the very beginning until the last minute. Totally deserved winner.
Exactly, and that's what we saw. Vissel Kobe, they got the W here in this match. And it's really important for him because the next match is also going. He's gonna play here on the main stage. So the pressure is on, and he got relieved now from the most important one, which is playing against JDT, who was they were the second place. So now they can relax a little bit, but not too much, so it doesn't go off. Like now he can be set there in the first group. It's very hard now to take him down. Like you need to win against him twice at least. He needs to lose 2 matches today to drop down in the group. However, like the performance that he did at the start, and he scored the first goals. 3-1 was really good, but Romy tried to come back. However, the play style that we saw Yamada is playing, the give and go combo, it still happens somehow. Like he finds an opportunity, and everyone knows about it, but no one can stop it.
Not at all. I mean, that's the good thing about Yamada. You know, Yamada, even he conceded in the first game, in this game, at the first half, and he was losing, but he didn't panic. He didn't throw things away. He was just completely focused, composed, and he knew that he will be back. He managed to score the first, second, and then third in a very fashion way, and he managed to win the whole thing. Well played and well deserved.
Exactly. Still good for JDT. They still have a chance against the rest of the group. However, like their journey yesterday was really good. They played so well. Maybe something changed today. Did they eat Mandi?
Well, oh, no, I'm
yeah.
not sure. Maybe they might, you know.
They might
because
try it,
I
yeah.
tell you, if you ever visit Saudi Arabia, make sure to try the mandi rice. But that's not the topic for today, okay? That's not the topic for today. But yeah, I think something did not go really well for Romy today. He looks shadow of what we saw yesterday. Me and Abdulaziz were praising him yesterday, but today we didn't get to see that. We only saw him for a while. It's like a pattern, if you realize, you know. Haikal had the similar impact. Like in the first 10 to 15 minutes, we saw an impact.
Yes.
But after that, it goes missing. We saw it with Haikal yesterday. Today, we saw it with Romy. He went missing again, and Vissel Yamada made the comeback.
Exactly, especially that Yamada this is the first time we see him.
Yes.
We see him in the main stage, and he's playing back-to-back matches. Next, he's gonna play against Gwangju.
Gwangju, yeah.
So, which is like what we have seen yesterday. They played only one match on the main stage, and they played so well. They scored they scored very great goals in the last minutes. They always managed to find it. But now it is against a tougher opponent, especially that they are in a very tougher spot in the group. They're very low around I believe in the 5th or like 6th place. We need to check that real quick, because what we have seen from yesterday, they only won one match yesterday. But
Yeah,
today
Gwangju was on the
Yes,
team.
Gwangju is a really amazing team.
Yeah,
if you ask me,
they're
yeah.
in the 6th. Yeah, they're in the 6th place. Yeah. So this is gonna be very tough for them to actually climb up in the group. Or how do you see it?
It's going to be a little bit tough for them, but as usual, you know, it's all about the seeding, isn't it? So they still have another chance, if you ask me. So they're still alive. We'll see how they perform, because sometimes the mentality could change when it's knockout stage. You know, I've seen that. I've seen that before. I've seen teams that did really poorly in the group stage, but when it comes to knockout, they are really good. So things could change. The ball is round.
Exactly, and there's a specific playstyle that the Koreans known about, which is like a very strong defense. They don't allow much opportunities. They always they try to have much of the control of the match, even though like they get disadvantaged for not actually having a lot of opportunities to score. But since they have a high rating on scoring in the last minute, is it the best way to actually keep defending, especially at the start, so they don't lose the lead until later they can score a goal, or maybe is this the best strategy for them, especially against Yamada, who just won and he's very confident right now?
Yes, I mean, for every game there is a situation. So if it works with Yamada, maybe it doesn't work with Rumi. If it works with a Rayyan player, maybe it doesn't work with a Sid. So what is the difference between a player and another is that how they adapt. We saw that just now that Yamada was losing, but he adapted so quickly to the situation and he came back. The previous game, Sid was losing, but he couldn't do much, and he actually conceded the second goal and then he lost. So it's all about how you adapt to the situation and to the moment.
Exactly, adaptation is really important, and I know also the match coming up is also really important. So stay tuned, stay with us. We're gonna show you the match, but we are heading for a break, and we're gonna come back. And we are back here for this match that we have seen previously from Vissel Kobe, but with a new opponent, which is we are having here Gwangju. They're going to play next here on the stage. We have talked about them. We have talked about their play style. Usually the Gwangju and Koreans generally, they play very defensive. They might actually go very defensive and lose some opportunities. However, for their opponent, it is different. Like we have seen Vissel Kobe, how they're playing. It is different how they find the opportunities, give and go and score. And we see him taking the lead right now. So here, the matchmaking and the play style is going to be very tough on Gwangju, especially that Vissel Kobe just won. They are more confident. They're coming up here on this stage with an advantage, basically.
But I feel like they are literally on a really good momentum, because on the other side, if you look at Vissel Kobe, they just won. They're in a winning momentum. But here's the thing. Gwangju rested. They saw the gameplay, so they're going to come up with something. So that is the only thing that I'm actually waiting to see, if they are able to do something. But on the other side, I would not put Vissel Kobe on the other side, because they are in a winning streak. So if they are able to win it, then we know who is in the winning streak.
Exactly. So like Vissel Kobe, they still did not lose a single match. They're still in a winning streak.
Wow.
So, and started very strong for today. However, Gwangju, they're facing a really tough opponent. This win will give them a huge confidence to follow up later and also play later on against all the enemies. I can see that they're very happy, they're very chill, which is very weird in this situation. Like maybe for Vissel Kobe, but like. For Gwangju, I think no. It's like they should have been more stressed, right?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's the difference between a player and another. Yamada is like he's feeling confident about his play style, you know. His play style is like very different other than the other players. The move that he moves with some of the players, you know, are just very accurate, and it shows the quality of this player. On the other hand, Gwangju player, I think he has the stats where he can, or he will be always to score goals after like 75th minute or something. And so we are talking about like details and notes of two players who are able to score goals from different and many other ways.
Exactly, and what we have seen, like Gwangju and also
Vissel Kobe.
Vissel Kobe. I always forget their name. However, they have played against each other. Yamada and Lee and Song, they all played against each other before. And like it's always becoming like the veterans against the underdogs. However, they perform so well. We have seen them yesterday. Is it going to be any difference from previous tournaments that they have played, like the eChampions League that they have played, and they performed so well. However, Yamada took the lead and won there, so it is really, really important for them.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, Yamada is in winning streak, you know. So we have been saying that before, that if you win a game, you will win the other. If you lose, you will lose the other. That's at least what the logic in football is. But maybe it's not gonna. We may not see this today. But at the moment, Yamada is like more calm, more close to win this game. Even though Gwangju player is like really dangerous and he can do something, you know. Actually, this is like an exciting game to see, and both of them have chances to win.
Yes, that is something that I also agree on what Abdulaziz says, because we already saw Vissel Kobe playing, but I'm excited to see how Gwangju is able to capitalize on that, or they might be having a different strategy to counter the favorites now. Yeah,
that's the thing, because like 36% average possession basically can slow Kobe's tempo and frustrate maybe Yamada and make him play a little bit slower. This is one of the things that Gwangju can utilize for their advantage and maybe take it better for their side. As we have said before, the Koreans, they're very known for their defensive. They don't allow many shots. They don't allow many opportunities. However, if like Yamada he always finds the toughest position and toughest, or maybe the most difficult
Situation.
and he still can find an opportunity out of it, and he can score. So it's like for Gwangju, they need to be perfect on defense.
Yes.
But like their attack is gonna be like
accurate.
It's gonna lack a lot, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, he's facing Yamada, you know. Yamada is that kind of player that even if he loses by a goal or two, he's always able to come back. But the difference now is that they already played yesterday.
Yes.
So, of course, Gwangju player knows how Yamada plays. Now, are you going to do something different? Are you going to change something? Are you going to show something? That's the question that we will only be answered during the game, and we will see what Gwangju player will do.
Exactly, and Gwangju, they're in a very difficult. They're playing against a very tough opponent. Like Yamada, he's in the lead. He played so well. He's literally in the form that we have mentioned before.
Yes, he
like
is.
If you are in the form and his confidence is boosted a lot after the win against JDT, so there is nothing that will actually let him down. So and at the same time, if Gwangju gonna play defensively, and this is their chance, but to at least maybe to be able to win basically for their side, Gwangju, but at least you need to score. So defending all the time is not gonna get you the win. So do you think that they should play aggressive at the start or leave the aggression later and start defensive?
I feel like Gwangju needs to go really brave in the first 15 minutes. They got to be really brave. They got to go all out, like, we are not afraid of you. And that's the mentality that I actually expect from Gwangju. Because we already saw Vissel Kobe is strong. They are not a weak team. They have splendid player, Yamada. So he's in a very winning momentum right now. So the best way for you to counter this is not for you to hide out. It's not for you to, park an aeroplane behind and say, okay, try to penetrate through the aeroplane. No. Go in front. Be brave. Fight for it.
Yes.
Because in the end of the day, if you fear your opponent, then your opponent will capitalize on that. Because fear is another tool for them to actually hit you back. Yeah.
Exactly. And there's another take that might actually affect Yamada. Maybe because maybe if he's confident, he might be overconfident in the match. Is this actually gonna go against him? Especially that he might think that he's gonna play against like a less difficult opponent, especially that he won against JDT. He's still difficult, but you will see.
Here we are.
All right, so talking about the third match of the day. If you just tune in, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. We are underway for the third match of the day. It is Gwangju up against Wasl Kobe. So Wasl Kobe, here comes the referee again, who's not happy with certain thing. I haven't even finished my intro yet, but he already interrupted me. But there you go. It's going to be a free kick. So as usual, it is going to be Wasl Kobe on the red kit. Be attacking from right to left, and from left to right, it is going to be Gwangju on the yellow kit. So a free kick now, a very early free kick for Gwangju right now. Can they capitalize on this?
Oh, smart,
no one in the end there, Abdulaziz.
By the way, he didn't cross it. He took the shot. He was waiting for someone to get inside the box and maybe just touch it.
Yeah.
That's a smart move.
It is, but unfortunately there's nobody there to make the touch. Ends up becoming a little bit off over there. And here comes Yuyo, Taisi in the middle. And Yamada right now trying his very best to actually score from the start and capitalize this match. Here is Mitsuki, Eric Lima. Loses the ball over there. An immediate clearance coming in by Gwangju. And Gwangju on the ball right now. It is going to be Mitsuki. Back again. Well, let's see if Yamada has a different plan this time, Abdulaziz. Because maybe in the first 10 minutes, it's all about reading your opponent.
To be honest, the Gwangju player is like controlling the game after like 10 minutes in game time. He's passing around, he's playing around, he's like taking the initiative to create chances. Up until this moment, I do not see anything from Yamada.
Yes, we are yet to see any big impacts yet, as we are still very early in this game. Here is Taisi. And Taisi loses the ball over there easily. And here comes Gwangju on the attack again. Matthias Tula trying to penetrate. Especially in the midfield there, you can see lots of battle going on. So that's going to be a throw-in. It is still
Yes.
0-0 between both of them. We are yet to see any fast opening goals today, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, Gwangju player is like controlling the game. Up until this moment, we didn't see much from Yamada.
Yeah, talking about that.
Good defending. Good
Very.
defending.
Perfect defending there. Eric Lima got in the way. And here comes Gwangju on the attack. Brilliant pass in the front. But,
No,
Okay.
he knows it's out.
that's a little bit of a tricky movement we saw by both sides, actually.
Yes.
But it's going to be a goal kick now. As we see, it is going to be another restart of attack for Yamada and also Vissel Kobe. And here comes Takahiro. Makes the pass in the middle, tries to find Taisi again. Shuni, and here comes Mitsuki. Mitsuki's pass was a little bit wayward over there. And Gwangju could be starting another attack from the middle. Here comes Oh Hung Sheng. Here's Race. Race with the pass, and that could be a chance, and that's the first goal! And it is going to be Gwangju. This is what I talked about. This is what I talked about just now, Abdulaziz. You gotta be brave, you have to take the chance, and you have to step in when it matters.
Well said, Matthew. I mean, the guy is playing really well. Gwangju is playing very nice football since from the very beginning. That he is controlling the game, passing around the ball, taking the initiative to attack and to find the gaps. And that's what happened exactly. 1-0, very well-deserved lead.
Very well-deserved, but this could change right now.
Oh, that's too
Taisi!
quick.
It is 1-1, it is not over. Yamada says, I am not dead yet. It is game on. It is going to be a really tight match after this, Abdulaziz.
Oh, maybe he was asleep, Yamada.
Yes, he was
but
asleep.
now, after the first goal, I think he wakes up.
So you're talking about Mandi Rice again? Well, it is going to be a really huge battle. But talking about battle, here he comes again. A 1-2 pass. And it's going to be a really good block. Goalkeeper to the rescue. Here is Daya. Let's see where is going to be another restart of attack for Vissel Kobe and also Yamada right now. Takahiro on for Yuyo. Yuyo's pass was just not finding the right man, and here he comes again. The main man, we saw a little bit of a surprise coming in by Gwangju. So Gwangju, can he do it again? Oh, what a splendid cross that was.
The Gwangju player is playing really good.
Really
He's creating chances non-stop.
Nearly, that was a goal, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a corner now. It is still 1-1. We got another 15 minutes left on the clock. Matthias Turner could not find his man, and maybe another chance from here. Riku Matsuda got the ball back again, and here comes another attack, but that attack was just cut off now. It's going to be Gwangju on the attack. Could they find the second goal right now that they're asking for? It is Tatsuishi, and he just could not find the right space to find his right man as well. His race again, and there you go, it's in his offside.
I mean, Gwangju player is having like a clear tactic that he wants to keep the ball in the opponent's half as much as he can and maybe make something out of it. And that's what happened exactly in the first goal. He was very close to add another goal. And Yamada, I mean, I didn't see much of him.
Yep, we did not see much of that, but here comes Matthias Turner. Matthias Turner, who's been the only player we see in every position, giving lots of support. And here is Yuya Osaka. Yuya Osaka!
Wow.
Nearly there, man.
The movement,
yes.
the controlling of the ball, and then taking the decision to make the shot. That's, I mean, it shows how brave he is.
Yeah, talking about bravery, we saw that amazing display by Gwangju in the start of the match, but it seems like Yamada had different plans, and off we saw another equalizer within a few minutes, but it's all down to both of them. Here comes Takahiro. Takahiro's pass towards the right side of the flanks, finding Yuya Osaka, and could this be the moment for him? But what a display of defense shown by Gwangju now, and off they go for maybe this could be the one last chance before we go into the second half, Abdulaziz.
Oh yes, I mean, if he scored from this one, he will be in a very comfortable lead, because it's really important to score at this moment, but that's not going to happen probably.
It is not going to happen, and I believe we are coming very closer towards the end of the first half now. Yuyo Osako. On for Eric Lima. Taisei!
What a save.
Well saved. Absolutely really good save we
half.
saw.
Good
from
half.
Yes.
Yeah, this is good half. I mean, both of the players played really well. I mean, Gwangju player scored at the beginning of the match. He was controlling the game before he scored the first goal. Up until that moment, right after he scored, Yamada woke up and then he equalized that.
Yeah, and that was the equalizer we saw. So off we go into the second half of the match. You are watching AFC eChampions League Elite 2025 happening here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and we are underway for another 45 minutes of blockbuster football between Gwangju and also none other than Vissel Kobe. So off we see Gwangju on the attack. Here comes Hwang Jin-hwan on for Race, and Race loses the ball, and here comes Yoshiniro. Yoshiniro's pass was not the very best and given to the opponent. It's a nice display of passes that we saw, but it's not the very best we see, but maybe it could turn around. It is going to be Kim. But what a defense that was.
He's playing good. I mean, Gwangju, inside the box, he's really, really dangerous. And he can create many dangerous attacks.
Yes.
But
Lima, yep.
Be careful, because Yamada may punish you at any moment.
Talking about punishment, it might arrive any moment, as what you said. Yuki Honda's pass, but he was struggling to actually find his man as well, as we are coming closer and closer towards the 60th minute half mark. And we see some of the players making the run on the left side of the flanks, but there is no passes. But talking about passes, goalkeeper coming out, that's really dangerous. Dyer to the rescue, but within few seconds, if that was going wrong there, Abdulaziz, that could be punished.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, and what a way to concede a goal like that, especially at this moment, because it won't be easy to come back after you concede a goal at this time.
Yes, the match is looking really tight. It is 1-1. It's more like a chess match instead of a football match right now. Yuki Honda putting all the pressure to get the ball away. Lee Kang-yuan trying to find another header there. Yuki Honda from right side of the flanks. He went all the way to the left right now, showing lots of defensive capabilities. No matter where you are, defense comes number one. Mitsuki Saito. Still Mitsuki Saito got the ball back. And there is lots of space in the front. A brilliant pass. But Matthias Stuller coming in again to the rescue, clearing the ball away.
Gwangju is playing really, really good. I mean, he's playing safe. He's playing like the way he wants. He made Yamada really, really tired.
Yes.
But it's still 1-1. If you don't score, you know, nothing will change at the moment.
Yeah, Abdulaziz is all about scoring right now, because scoring right now could really determine who's going to be grabbing that 3 points. But right now, it seems like Gwangju on the attack. Reis could not find his man as well. Tatsushi just got the ball back, and he has very less options in the front. It's going to be Yuyo Osako. Yuyo Osako with Taisi inside the box, and the final pass did not find the made man in the front. But I really like the defensive display from both sides. Both of them putting their hearts out in defense. And right now, could this be the moment of change, Abdulaziz, that could literally change the entire complexity of the match and results?
Yes, because nothing is going away from them. Both of them, you know, it's like they will play like this until tomorrow, but nobody's going to score. So what they are trying to do here is to change something, change tactics, change positions, change players, to at least find that, let's say, the moment or the gap or the space where they can maybe create the magic and score the wanted goal, you know. So, yeah, let's see now. But it is not, I mean, what I have seen from Gwangju players, like, he's dominating Yamada. Yamada didn't do much here, not in attack, not in defense, to be honest.
Absolutely. So we still have another 20 minutes left in this match. And if you just tune in, you are watching AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. Ooh. And here is Daiju, almost got in the way to get the goal. Reiki Mitsuda. It's Eric on for Yuyo. Yes, we got two Yuyo now, and the pass was not the very best. So immediate clearance coming up. And just a little bit of an update. If you're watching the AFC Champions League Elite, the actual football, it's going to be Al Hilal versus Gwangju today. So we are watching the virtual Gwangju in action, and later at night, it is going to be the actual Gwangju going up against Al Hilal right here in Jeddah, man.
And that's the beauty of this football. of this also tournament is that we have a game in actual football and we have a game in esports. So you can enjoy all of that, whether here or also at the Champions League Elite channel.
Yes. So everything is on right now with 14 minutes left on the clock. Yuya on for Harako Daiju. Goes for a shot.
Last 10 minutes, I see that Yamada is like controlling the game more. And maybe he's like a little closer to score the goal. Maybe.
Yes, maybe. Patience sometimes wins you games. So we see lots of patience coming from Yamada right now. It is going to be Eric Lima. Harako Daiju with the pass. But the pass from Daiju went to the rescue. Yuya. Yuya makes the pass. Here is Koya. And Koya could not get it through as well. Well, 9 minutes left in this game. One goal from either one could be the winner, Abdulaziz.
Yes, because nothing much left. If you score now, it will be so hard.
Oh, talking about that. Nice. And it is. Could be
Oh
it.
my God.
It is
He
the
did
goal. It has finally arrived by Gwangju. Look at that.
Wow.
And he has waited for this for a long time, doesn't it, Abdulaziz?
Well deserved, to be honest. He played really well. Are we going to see the first loss of Yamada in this tournament?
Potentially. We will definitely check back on the results, the full results. But at this moment, we can see it is bright and clear. It is Gwangju FC right now in the front seat.
Yes. What a smart way. I mean, Gwangju played very smart, played safe, played well, played like the way he wants from the beginning until the last minute. He believed that he can score, and he made it happen.
Yeah, he really made that happen. So it is going to be the final change of the match. Can we see Vissel Kobe and Yamada making a comeback? Or is going to be all the way for Gwangju? They started this match really bravely, as what I talked about before the match. And they are showing lots of determination as well, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, still plenty of time. Yamada can score a goal, but let's see how Gwangju is going to defend.
Yes, it's all about this moment right now. And on the other side, it is going to be another 5 minutes left in this match. Matthias Tula. Oh, here he comes again. It could be a big problem. And the problem did not. It just did not end.
Very nice goalkeeper movement, just on point.
Yes, the keeper keeping the game still in contact right now. And on the other side, it is still 2-1. 3 minutes left on the clock. Daiju Sasaki. One pass inside. Eric Lima makes the pass, but there you go. There you go. It's not over. It is not over. It is the main man in the front seat again. Yamada making it real right now, Abdulaziz, and making it really tough for Gwangju.
Yes. I mean, that was very nice ball. He just believed in himself, He said, fine, I have one more chance to attack, and let's see how it goes. He scored from that.
Perfect goal, perfect equalizer at the very dying minutes, with 2 minutes added on by the officials.
Still, there is one more chance.
It's like what I said, it's like what Abdulaziz said, there is still one more chance. It is now or never. Could this be it for either one of them? But maybe the referee might say it is over, but no, the referee haven't blown the whistle yet. It is beyond 2 minutes now. It is still Lee Kang. It is Lee Kang. And Lee Kang could not score the goal. It is 2-2. I believe this is the first time we ever see a 1-point match, Abdulaziz.
Yes, a very good game. Both of the players played really well. We have seen drama here.
Lots of drama, lots of actions, lots of blockbuster stories that we can write on the headlines today. Well, I think, what do you think so far, man, about the match?
No one saw that coming, honestly. Yeah. Literally, we saw Yamada struggling in this match. However, he managed to score in the last minute to make the comeback and make it a draw instead of a first lose in his streak. Still, it is the first draw in his streak, so still this counts in and will make him fall back a little bit. However, what we have seen was an amazing performance from Gwangju. They played so well. I'm curious, how do they play behind the stage? Because if they play this well in the stage, what make it not happen behind the stage? What is the difference behind the stage? Like, do they play better under pressure? Especially that they scored last minutes. They did in 80 minutes past. They did score. They were taking the lead, playing defensively. However, Yamada is a really great and good player. He managed to find the opportunity and scores. But Gwangju, we're all surprised here.
The way he played in this game, he played very smart, very patient, very safe also. I saw him that he had many chances where he can just pass the ball to the striker directly, but he decided to move on and he wanted to create more safer option. And yeah, it went well with him, unless that last chance where Yamada took and he made the equalizer from. But other than that, I think we saw a very tactical, amazing game from both sides. To be honest, that is the beauty of the eACL Champions League Elite tournament. Both of them are amazing players. Enjoyed the, let's say, not only the match, it was the show actually.
Exactly. We might actually not think the underdogs, because I think Gwangju are the underdogs here in this tournament, because no one expects much from them. However, they perform so well. They make every opponent struggle against them. They either win or they either make it tough. Even for Yamada, who's actually in the top of the leaderboard. Vissel Kobe, they play like he plays so well in the past match. Do you see also maybe he actually arrived in this tournament or playing this tournament with overconfidence that he's not gonna put the same effort against JDT from the previous match? Did that actually affected his performance, do you think?
Could be, because in the end of the day, sometimes when you already win the first game, you might have the fatigue kicking in a little bit, you know. But as what I talked about earlier on, I expected Gwangju to actually start the match really well, go with lots of bravery in your heart, and all you have to do is just go all out, and that's how it happened. So on the other side, one thing I really love about Yamada is that he doesn't give up. He doesn't give up, you know.
Yes.
Maybe the engine was a little colder in the first half, but it got hotter later on in the second half, and he made the equalizer possible.
Yeah, and I like when you mentioned before that Gwangju needs to lock in and be brave on the decisions instead of actually being very defensive or attacking so hard. However, our next match is in the West. Al Wasl against Al Rayyan. Al Wasl, they're struggling so much in the group. They need the win to be able to see it in a better spot. However, Al Rayyan, they started very strong today. They played so well at the start of this day, and they got the win against Nassr. However, they still need another win to be able to climb. Actually, after this match, if Al Rayyan win, they will be in the top 3 in the group. So they
are doing really well, huh, so far. Al Rayyan, just like they woke up from the disaster yesterday. That's the beauty of the tournament, is that you still have a chance in the seedings. If you failed in the first day, you have another day that you can fix things, improve, and find the solutions. And that's exactly what happened with the Rayyan. They won the first game against Nassr, and now they have a good and an important game against Al Wasl. Al Wasl also played really poor yesterday. Probably they have the same situation. Let's call it in Arabic, you know, al-majruhin. Yeah. So both of them just came from a defeat yesterday, and now they have another chance where they can prove themselves and tell the people and everyone that we are here to do something. We are not here only just to play.
We also noticed that there's a great combination and with the players who play together, especially Al Rayyan, who are actually siblings. We noticed like some teams actually play with siblings. Al Rayyan, they have this advantage, siblings advantage, where any conflict they can fight back home. But here they locked in and they play so well so far.
You can throw your pillows in the home, no problem, you know. But over here, it's all about winning. So if the elder brother or the younger brother requires the same mentality, then you have to have the same thing as well. I know there could be a lot of difference between brothers because we all have siblings, don't we? So we all know how it goes. But the thing about here is that, you know, when you're in a competitive zone like this, you have to put everything aside. You have to be professional. You have to expect the same level of performance from everyone. So I think that's what makes someone a champion.
Yeah, exactly. But Al Wasl, so far they struggled a lot. They received a lot of goals as well. Their record is not very favorable in this stage. However, they still have a chance because this group is a seeding group, determines who you're gonna play against later. So they might actually hide something. Maybe they want to play against the top of the group later on and like show everything. You never know.
Of course, yes, everything can happen, and that's the beauty of football. That sometimes you have a bad day, but probably in the second day you can fix some things. To be honest, I mean, I'm really looking forward to see this match because I want to see why Rayyan played so well today, and they really played badly yesterday.
And there is two players actually, Abdulaziz. They also have an Abdulaziz and also Ahmad Mohammed. So both of them are siblings, you know.
Yes.
So we will see. We will get to see today both of them in action. Earlier on, we saw one of the siblings. Now this time, it's the second one. So let's see if the level of performance is the same.
Exactly, and it is really important for the players to actually keep up the momentum, especially for Rayyan, who started really strong for today. Like they're climbing, they're going to top 3. Is top 3 really good for them?
Yes.
That's the question, because like if they're in top 3, like they might not be seeded very well, right? So is it the best option? However, they still need to win, regardless of that, because they still have more matches to play later on in the next rounds. So they still have more opportunities. They might actually get the win and climb till the second place in the group. They might have a chance as well.
So talking about opportunities, I believe there's a lot of opportunities for the players to actually improve. So every match just count for me. You know, every match is like, in a way, you are also experiencing different players and different style of play from opponents. So you have to be capable of adapting, like what Abdulaziz talked about earlier on. Adaptation is very important, and at the same time, you must be ready. You must be ready to face anything that comes your way. Like how Gwangju earlier on, they know that Yamada has been a really strong opponent, and they were on a winning momentum, but they cannot be backing off, you know. Just because they won the first game, just because on the main stage they won the game, doesn't mean that you are in danger. You just have to go with all out. And like what you said as well, instead of playing too defensive, go all on the attack. You know, you never know. You never know. Sometimes life rewards you with things that you never expect.
Exactly, you cannot win by defending only. But like the group they're in, it is like very interesting because Nassr and Persepolis are in the lead, and the rest are very far away for whoever wants to reach the top 2. However, Nassr and Persepolis played in another stream, in another backstage. However, and the viewers also can watch all the matches. You can check the links to check out the matches. And Nassr won, and Nassr now is in the lead.
Is in the lead,
yeah, against Persepolis, which makes
For me, I think they are the favorites, you know what you think?
Probably, yeah, with the hometown, they're playing around their crowd. So yeah, Nassr have an advantage right now. But for Rayyan, they are getting there. They're getting very close.
So Nassr won against Persepolis.
Yes.
What a game that
What a game we could have been, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't get to see that.
Yeah, like we have a lot of matches, a lot of actions happening at the same time.
The problem is that every match here is bomb, so we just can't, you know, get one out of, you know. Yeah, every match is really, really good. So we have to choose one of it, and now we actually missed another blockbuster of a match, isn't it? So
oh, yeah.
It happens, it happens.
No, we call that the appetizers right now. We still did
The
not
appetizers.
yeah, we did not get the real meal, which is gonna be later on in the next days. However, we're still
I've been hearing about food every time I'm in Saudi right now, you know. You're making me hungry, man.
Actually, whoever arrives here in Saudi Arabia, they always leave with an extra weight. Like they never leave with the same weight, always with an extra weight here. Talking about food, we're hungry as well for the match to see the performances for the players. Rayyan against Al-Wasl, who is going to play. Like we have mentioned before that Al-Wasl had a really, really tough start. Yesterday was not their day. Like in their spot, what can they do to actually do better in the second day, maybe in the third day? Because they still have opportunities. They're still not eliminated. Like the elimination will start tomorrow, so it is a still learning phase and feeling their environment. Is there anything that they can do, especially from their strategies and practices stuff, to have a higher chance of winning?
Of course, I mean, Al-Wasl, I noticed something that they use 5 at the back.
Yes.
And probably they are the only team in this tournament I have seen that they play with 5 at the back. So this is a good formation, yes, but maybe it's not working here because you need to have more players in the midfield. You need to score goals to create chances. But with 5 at the back, it's like, let's say, a lack of creating opportunities. So maybe this is one of it. But if they managed to fix the problems they had yesterday, and they came today with, let's say, good, positive mentality, I think maybe they will be doing something, especially against a tough team just who came from a good win, Rayyan. So yeah, let's see what they will have and what they can offer to us. I'm really looking forward to this game, and I want to see who will be the victor at the end of the day.
Exactly. And now we can have a glimpse about the positions in the West group. Now it's started to be a little bit more clear. However, still there are two more matches in the groups.
Yes.
To determine who is taking the lead and who's not, because seeding is really important, as we have mentioned before. It will make their qualification easier.
Yes.
And tomorrow's matches for them also, after they studied their opponents, they know who can they play against, and they can enter very confident in this tournament. It might actually also fire back at them, like we saw Yamada when he played. He jumped in the match against Gwangju with overconfidence, and that did affect him a little bit from what we have seen, because he played a tough match and it was very difficult. He prepared so well for it, but he got the W. He won that match with 3-1. So he did not think about Gwangju as the same way that he thought about JPT. So also this can go all the way back and forward. Or do you see maybe, no, it's like the tactics works in their favor no matter what's the situation for the players? Yeah,
why Yamada is like different than any other player? I think because first of all he knows how to play. The play style that he has is completely different, and he is like knowing everything about it, you know? How to defend, how to attack, how to create chances, when to slow the build-up, when to play fast. So that's why Yamada is like knowing everything about his gameplay style. On the other hand, Gwangju was like the only player who gave Yamada a hard time. He was actually very close to beat him. Why? Because he played like safe play, and now the game is almost started.
Exactly. So lots of predictions that we can actually put in this match. But as far as we can see, it is going to be these two that will be going up against each other. So if you just tune in, welcome to the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. You're underway here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And this is the match that we have been talking about earlier on with Abdulaziz and also Atik. It is none other than Al-Wasl up against Al-Rayyan. So it seems like a really good start by Al-Rayyan so far. And here comes Roger. Roger on the right side trying to find the very early goal. But it was well defended. So Rayyan will be attacking from right to left in a red kit. And from left to right in a yellow kit, it is Al-Wasl. Fabio Lima just pushing around, trying to find the space. Rodrigo as well on for a really good pass. And here comes Nicolas Jimenez. And he just could not make the best out of there, Abdulaziz.
To be honest, I think Rayyan are like more close to score the first goal, because I see that they are like dominating the half, the midfielder battle actually. But yeah, let's wait and see.
Yep, still a long way to go. You cannot be making mistakes like that. Here is Alexis Perez. Releases the ball, trying to find Fabio Lima, but then you can see Al-Rayyan on the attack. Here comes Romario on for Thiago Mendes. But again, really good defensive display shown by Al-Wasl so far. But I think they have improved the gameplay so far really well, Abdulaziz.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, also what I see from Rayyan is that they are using the midfield a lot. If you notice, they are playing in the midfield a lot here, because they know that their opponent is using 5 at the back, so the battle in the midfield will be much easier for them.
Did you saw that? Well, it's going to be a corner now. The easy way to give a corner is by making mistakes now. So can we see Al Rayyan getting the first goal, maybe through this header, but no, it's Roger Mendes, Romario with the shot. And immediately the
this
ball.
is a good counter-attack.
Yep, this is the counter-attack, but there is no one to support over there, Abdulaziz.
Oh, wow.
That just gone begging over there. Thiago Mendes. Romario couldn't get the final ball. Wasl. And he could not find anyone again. It seems like he's making passes. That's nobody right there, you know? It's just empty passes sometimes.
Yeah. Wrong pass. Sometimes it happens.
Talking about another sets of attack, and here he comes again. Al Rayyan is Abdul's pass was immediately cleared off of there. It's still 0-0 in this match. So if you're watching on our live stream platforms, make sure to show your support and make sure to also tell us who's going to be winning the title for this season. This is the first edition, of course. And here he comes again, Abdulaziz. Ball being rolled out again.
Yeah, I think we have only seen that Al Rayyan is like taking the initiative. They are trying to score the first goal, to be honest, and only defending from Al Wasl side.
Yeah, here is Julian Desant on for Andre Amaro, and Andre Amaro's pass was dispossessed again. Rodrigo Tabata, Romario again, keeping the pass in between the lines. And a sliding tackle comes in, and a referee says play on with the advantage. It's Mohamed Saleh. It's not Mohamed Salah, it's Mohamed Saleh. We got 2 different players over here. And here comes Abdulaziz Hatim. Still Abdulaziz Hatim for Romarinho, and Romarinho makes the pass. And again, we see lots of determination, lots of attacks, creativity coming in about Al Rayyan. But I'm really impressed with the defensive display by Al Wasl so far, but maybe not now.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
Beautiful
not
goal.
now. It is the first goal.
Beautiful goal.
Beautiful goal, as what Abdulaziz mentions over there. 1-0 going in the favor for Al Rayyan.
Yes, well deserved. The build-up was really good. He was very patient, and this is the.
It's the foul
and
over
he
there.
and he made the right decision by taking the shot from outside the box, let's say, but it was really good shot.
Perfectly done, but the execution looks really promising. But the only problem over here is that it wasn't the way that he wanted. Here's Romarinho, and Romarinho almost got the second goal. We can see the frustrations kicking in.
Yeah, I think there is a problem in the defense of Al Wasl. If you notice, the gap between the 2 center backs is huge, and that's why Al Rayyan player is liking to tackle that. You see?
Abdulaziz goes for a shot, but immediately parried away by the goalkeeper now, Kaiser Canedo. On for Rodrigo, and again, maybe because of the pressure, Abdulaziz is literally losing his momentum in this game, making silly passes and silly mistakes.
Yes, maybe because of the pressure, maybe because of the way that Al Rayyan is playing. So there are many other reasons that we don't really know.
And, there you go, another goal, perfect goal.
That's a
scored
beautiful
by
goal.
a perfect attack.
2-0.
Created by one man, Al Rayyan, in a very comfortable seat in the front. 2-0.
Yeah.
Nothing much to separate right now, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I think he's playing really well. You know, he's creating chances, he's scoring goals, and Al Wasl is struggling a lot today. It seems they didn't learn from their, let's say, defeat yesterday. And yeah, Al Rayyan is playing good so far.
Yep, Al Rayyan truly on form, truly showing the potential that they are capable of. Perhaps in the knockout stage it's going to be much more entertaining. Rodrigo Tabata, Romarinho, and here is Thiago Mendes, still Thiago Mendes, and Thiago Mendes could finish it off, but no. Seems like the defender read the move really well. Adama Diallo with the pass all the way to the top. Romarinho, and here's Roger to score again. It is goal number 3, and it seems like it is a goal fiesta for none other. Oh yes, it's a goal fiesta, man. Al Rayyan ends the match with 3-0 in the first half. We're going to go into the second half shortly. Your thoughts, Abdulaziz, on this match so far?
Yes, I mean, Rayyan is playing really well. He is comfortable the way he plays. It seems that he learned a lot from his defeats yesterday, and now he is managing the game from the first moment until now.
So we're underway for the second half between Al Wasl and also Al Rayyan. If you're watching, this is the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025, and we are coming closer and closer for another huge match that will be lining up later on. But at this moment, it is Al Wasl and also Al Rayyan on action, with 3-0 going in the favor for Al Rayyan. Al Rayyan on the red. They might be looking for more goals. They might be hungry for more. Rodrigo now.
Yeah.
Lots of
many mistakes.
We see in this game, Abdulaziz.
You know, those easy mistakes are going to cost you many things, because if you can't build up your chances very well, you will be punished. You will be conceding goals, you know.
Yeah, it's what we saw with 3 goals. It's being punished 3 times, and they might be looking for more punishment over here. Marinos and Abdul.
There is a huge gap between the center backs of Al Wasl.
Yep.
That was very clear from the very beginning of the match.
You can also see lots of creativity being shown by the player from Al Rayyan. But right now, Al Wasl needs to find a miracle to actually get back in the game, because 3-0, it's like climbing the Everest without oxygen tank. And here is Romani. Oh,
is that a PK?
Penalty? Yeah,
yes.
It's going to be a penalty. Here we go.
Fair play, fair play.
Is this going to be another problem? Will we see the goalkeeper be the hero, or it is going to be Roger Guedes to put the ball in the back of the net? And yes, he does.
Good goal.
It is goal number 4, and it's going to be turning into an exhibition for Al Rayyan.
Yes, Al Rayyan is playing really well, dominating the match, creating chances non-stop. On the other hand, I think Al Wasl is like, they need to change something. They need to change something.
They absolutely have to change something right now, Abdulaziz. I truly agree on you. And here is Fabio, got the ball back. But looking at the goal differences, whenever we see Al Wasl playing, it's really huge, you know. Like, most of the opponents are able to score a lot of goals. So that is something that is not working for Al Wasl at this moment. But what is really working, it is for Al Rayyan, who might be adding more goal differences. But maybe things could change over here. But he read the movement really well. And here comes Al Rayyan again. Abdulaziz makes the pass on for Rodrigo. And Rodrigo couldn't find the net.
Yeah, it's tough situation for Wasl. I don't know if they have another player or not, but the coach needs to address this, because they will need to talk to the team. They will need to see who is ready to play this match and who is not.
Yes, Nicholas Aminas.
Nice ball.
Brilliant pass, but the goalkeeper got that immediately as fast as he can. He doesn't want to lose any momentum over there. And here comes Romarino again. But we see the defensive line showing lots of promising movements today, keeping the attack at bay and not letting Al Wasl come any closer to the goalkeeper. I would say the goalkeeper is on a vacation today, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has nothing much to defend.
We didn't see any single shot from Al Wasl. And maybe that shows how good Rayyan is, but still how lack of creativity that Al Wasl player has.
Absolutely. Maybe there's another chance over here. Fabio Lima couldn't find the proper man inside the box, although he had the target, but the pass delivery was absolutely awful. And here comes Jaramino on for Kai Kanado, and Kai Kanado with the shot. Straight to the hands of the goalkeeper.
That was the first shot of the match.
Yes, that is the first shot of the match, isn't it, Abdulaziz?
It was, yes.
Yeah, it is coming really closer and closer for Al Wasl, but not close enough, because Al Rayyan might be adding one more right now. And the ball is still out of play. Al Wasl needs to clear the ball, or else they could be in trouble getting or conceding another goal as well. Oh, here he comes. Oh, he makes the mistake, and the mistake is going to be punished with another goal. We spoke about mistakes throughout the entire day, But there you go, another mistake, another punishment. And that's what happens when the defender is caught sleeping.
Exactly. And you know what is Rayyan they're looking for at the moment? They're looking to make a good goal difference. Oh, nice
Finally,
goal.
one back.
That's a good goal.
That's a really good goal, maybe a
Yes.
consolation goal. Looking at the time, it is literally impossible, very, very impossible. And I believe it is going to get a little bit much more tougher for Al Wasl if they ever thought of making a comeback, because Al Rayyan is in the driving seat. They are driving this match in their way, in their favor. But what do you think Al Wasl needs to improve throughout the entire campaign, Abdulaziz?
Well, they need to change many things. They need to change the formation. Maybe they need to change a player. And yeah, that's why the seeding is good for them, because they know their mistakes. And you should be able to fix those mistakes in order to come back even better and even more prepared to the tournament.
Absolutely. So with 5 more minutes left in this game, Al Rayyan might be looking to add maybe another one as well. Roger Guedes on for Roger Guedes again. Oh, what a defensive display again by the defenders of Al Wasl. Adama Diallo on for Alexia Perez. Cole Canedo, oh, that's a mistake, a goalkeeper. He literally came really out over there, and the header comes in, but the defender got in the way again to clear the ball. 3 minutes added on by the officials.
Yeah.
At this moment,
left.
it's done and dusted, isn't it, Abdulaziz?
From the first half, let's say.
From the first half, eh? So a corner now, caught really well by the goalkeeper. It is going to be a long shot in the front with 2 minutes left in this game. Final one attack for Al Rayyan now. But that is not going to happen, as that is it. The end of the match, 5-1. Al Rayyan annihilated Al Wasl. It is not the way that Al Wasl wanted, but it is what it is. Atif, crazy game, man.
Exactly. It was a really fun match, even though like everyone can tell Al Wasl was a bit stressed, at least at the start of the match. Some wrong passes, however, they managed to come back a little bit at the end by scoring a goal. However, it was too late. Like after they received 4 goals. Still, like we can see that some improvements Al Wasl is trying to build in this tournament. They still also have the opportunity. There's no eliminations today. Tomorrow is the eliminations. If they managed to surprise us tomorrow and coming back tomorrow with better strategies or warming up and also like a bit stronger, basically. If they arrived tomorrow in a better form, we will see them playing very well. Especially what we have seen at the end. There were a lot of struggles, but can you actually like what was the main mistakes? Because I heard you saying that they need to change some players.
A lot.
Yeah, and a lot of things. So, like, what are the things that they need to do from the Wasl to actually come back and play better?
Well, they need to change many things. They need to change the player. They need to change the formation. They need to change many things, you know, and also the mentality, you know. I think the Al Wasl player, when he conceded a goal or 2 goals, just like he threw things away. We saw that, I think, yesterday also when he gifted that easy goal to his opponent. So, yeah, he needs to change these things. And also, I don't know if they have another player, because if they have another player, now is the time to maybe see what he can offer.
Of course, Al Wasl, they do have 2 players. They have Ghaith and Mohammed. They both play in the same team. Maybe some rotations, because some we can tell, as we have said, that they're a little bit stressed. We have seen, especially at the start, some wrong passes. However, from Rayyan, they played really well. They utilized all the opportunities. We have seen them play, the siblings basically. They played so well, very relaxed in this match. Very confident. Now they climbed up in the group. But probably they are now in the 3rd place in the group. Like they climbed up. Yesterday was not their best day, but today they came back very strong. and they're very close to be in the top three. So how do you see their performance as a Rayyan?
I think that is a really good improvement that they have been showing, because yesterday was not their day, but today is a new day. So it's a new opportunity for everyone. So they are taking it really well, and they took it in their hands really well as well. So I'm very happy for them, and I'm really looking forward to see how much they can progress from here, because you don't get a lot of chances. Yeah, sometimes chances comes only once, but for them, they're still getting chances, and they are making good use of it. So I'm really happy, and let's see if they are able to, you know, get the expectations the way that we all wanted. Yeah.
Exactly, because Rayyan, after their improvement and after their advantage that we have talked about, the siblings advantage, they are doing so well so far. All the siblings here who are participating, it is open for the best players who have actually performed so well previously until they reach this stage. And now later, so for them, they played really well, both of them. So, but Al Wasl, we are waiting for more from their side and more improvement. They're still struggling in the group. They had their chances, but they still have more chances for tomorrow. It's going to be tougher, as we have said, like every match is going to be more difficult than the other. So adaptation and fixing your, building some strategies as well. It's really important to be very, very fast. So you don't miss the opportunities and you don't lose the matches. However, that was it for Rayyan versus Al Wasl. Next up, we have a Pohang Steelers against Yokohama F Marinos. This one is very interesting. Pohang Steelers, we haven't seen them in the main stage. However, their matches in the backstage, they are very, very it wasn't actually the best, because they were struggling a little bit. However, we saw some teams who were playing better in the main stage. So those are the matches update now for today.
These sites, yes.
Yeah. For round
Okay,
six,
so
basically,
Johor
yeah.
beat Buriram 4-0. Gwangju drew against Vissel. We saw that just
Earlier on,
today. And also Ulsan against Pohang, they also equalized. And Yokohama against Shanghai also another draw. Yesterday we rarely see a draw or an equalizing game. But today we have seen many equalized games.
Yeah, I think
Does
it's
that
getting
mean-
tougher and tougher every time.
Yes, the players they get now to know each other more, and that makes it hard for each team. On the west side, we see Al Ain won against Al Gharafa, and Nassr won against Persepolis. That's a very good game, but 3-0, that's very comfortable lead. Assad beat Bakhtakor, and Al Wasl lost against Al Rayyan 5-1.
There's a very big gap between Assad and Bakhtator. All of them, like here, we don't see the draws. Unlike the East, we have talked about it at the start of this day that both groups, like in the West, there are big gaps. However, in the East, it's always very close.
Very close.
And we have seen the draws. So now we still, even with the toughest match, still big gaps in the West. So, like, does that happen because of some strategies or play style? And are we going to see this also later in the tournament?
Maybe it's their fate. Their fate. You know, they are being in that section, and they happen to have more competitive players, much more skilled players, or players that they have never met before. You know, so it's nice to see there is some sort of a drama, maybe in one side, maybe in the East and the West. There's different sets of dramas, but these dramas will come together during the knockout stage. So that is it's going to be really, really interesting to watch.
Exactly, and we are also excited to see the next matches to wrap up the group stage. So tomorrow we can have the knockouts as well, for every group. However, we are going to have a short break to come later for the next match. So stay tuned, stay here. Just wait for us a couple of minutes, and we will be back. And we are back for more action right here, AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. We still did not wrap up the round-robin groups between East and West. East and West. Oh my God, I messed it up. However,
you need mandi rice.
I already had one.
Right, no
that's the
wonder.
reason. So what we have seen from the groups, we saw differences. The West, how they're playing, and the East, very close. They played safer, defensive. However, now our next match is going to be Pohang Steelers against Yokohama F Marinos. Pohang Steelers, they're struggling. They haven't got a single win so far, but their matches are close. They're very close to get one. However, they still did not manage to win. Unlike Yokohama F Marinos, yesterday we saw them playing two matches on the stage, and they won them. However, their matches today are not really in their favor. They lost them, and they're in a tougher position. So how's that gonna actually affect the entire group? Because now, if Pohang Steelers won, they can actually advance to the next, or they can advance to the group. They can get a better spot as we see them right here. We have Park and Hugo. No substitute. There's no other players. Both teams have only one player, so they rely heavily on their skills. So do you see there's a slight chance for Pohang Steelers? But the issue is we haven't seen them in the main stage. Unlike Yokohama F Marinos, yesterday they played two matches back-to-back, and they played really, really well.
Yes, Yokohama Marinos, I mean, you feel like they are like more ready than Pohang Steelers. But that not deny that yesterday is a day and today is completely new day. And that's what's happening with Pohang Steelers today. They are showing some good, positive results. And for this match, to be specifically, I think we will see a tough game for both of the players, because they will need both of them to win so they can climb up the leaderboard and to have better seeding at the end of this day.
Yeah, this single win actually can give them a high advantage. Pohang Steelers, one win will actually make them go a little bit like higher in the group, because right now they're standing in the 7th place, which is like very tough one, and the seedings will make their journey very difficult. However, Yokohama F Marinos, they played so well. Hugo did amazing at the start, but right now it is his chance to fix the issues that he started, that the one that started in the day, because unfortunately the matches that he's not on the stage, he's not performing so well. But the one on the stage that we've seen, it is way better. Does that actually give us an indication about how is he gonna play, or does that actually give him a favorable advantage against Pohang Steelers, especially that Pohang Steelers did not play on the stage yet?
Well, I still feel in a way that he has to do the very best, even if he's on the screen or if he's in the back of the stage. You know, right now, well, he's on the stage right now, so let's see if he's able to perform the same way as we expect. But these two, we know that they are really competitive players. They have done it before. They are going up again. So here we go again. Lots of expectations, lots of dramas that we can write between these two. But it is all down to two of these amazing teams. So it is going to be Pohang Steelers up against Yokohama F Marinos. So Yokohama F Marinos will be starting from right to left in a blue and white kit. And on the other side, we will be seeing none other than Pohang Steelers on the red kit over here. And there you go, almost a perfect start by none other than Pohang Steelers there, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, he was very close to score one of the best goals. It reminds me of the goal that Zidane scored in the UEFA Champions League final years ago. But it seems to me that Pohang Steelers are like more keen to do something well in this game.
Yes, talking about determination and keen, I believe we are already seeing the display from both sides. And let's see if Yokohama F Marinos are able to get the goal that they need. But at this point, it looks like Pohang Steelers trying his very best. Park Jun-soo, the man on a mission right now to actually put a stop to Hugo. But Hugo might be having different plans. Here comes Ken Matsubra. And back again for Takayo is Elber again. On for Anderson Lopez, couldn't find the sweet spot over again. And here comes Anderson Lopez, left and right, could he find the space here again? And still, it could be a chance, and maybe that is what I've been talking about.
Pure class goal.
All he needs is that one chance, and all he needs is that one space inside the box, and he's able to get the goal. Yokohama F Marinos are in the front.
What a goal, 1-2 inside the box. With that extra pass, it shows the quality of the player of Yokohama F Marinos.
Perfect start, I believe, as what Abdulaziz mentioned earlier on. This is what it takes to actually compete at a very high level of competition. And we can only get that in AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. And right now, 15 minutes has elapsed, and it is 1-0 going in the favor for Hugo and also Yokohama F Marinos. What are the plans for Pohang Steelers? Are they going to change the entire script? Or the script is going to be written by one man holding the pen right now, and that is none other than Hugo. Here comes Hiroto Asada, makes the pass, Takuyo Kida, on for Anderson Lopez, tries it towards the left, and Anderson Lopez!
It seems that Yokohama F Marinos player is like very calm and very smart to finish his chances. He is not rushing things anything off.
Yes, no rush, and he's being superbly patient, taking his time to find the back of the net. Is Ken Matsura, and he could not find the man in the front. Anderson Lopez was just lurking around and trying to find space, trying to find some sort of opportunity to score. Hirota Azara was blocked away. No chance for him to make any movements left and right, as we are still looking forward for the next goal. We're not sure who is going to score, but at this moment it seems like Hugo is now trying to put a lot of pressure on Park Jin-sung. Can we see Park turning things around? Albert for Yokohama F Marinos. And here comes Takuya. Jean Cloud. Then Jean Cloud trying to find the right man to make the pass. There is three options in the front. Alba Back
Nice.
again for Takuya, and Jun Amano read the movement really well. It seems like it's a really tight match, Abdulaziz.
Yes, at this moment, because after Yokohama Marinos scored the first goal, Pohang still players like he tried to balance the match. You know, he tried to match up the game with the Yokohama Marinos player, but anything can happen because it's only one goal, and the goal may comes at any second.
Yes, anything is possible in any second in football. And here comes Hiroto Asada, makes the pass. Anderson Lopez could be in, and the ball goes out, but still not yet. Hiroto could not find the way, could not find the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net, but that's another close warning for Pohang Steelers there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, Pohang Steelers need to create more chances. The first chance they had at the beginning of this half, they need to do that again, and they will score. But like this, it's all Yokohama F Marinos, a player who is managing the game and controlling the game from A to Z.
Yep, that is what we have been looking forward to, but maybe he might be scoring another one over here. It's really promising movements inside the box. Anderson Lopez, Hirota! And he could not find the back of the net, but maybe for the second time, deflection after deflection, Abdulaziz.
Yeah,
man, the attack is not stopping.
Yes, the Yokohama F Marinos player is like addressing the issue that Pohang Steeler player has, which is inside the box, extra passes, and yeah, he is making something out of it. He scored the first goal, and he was really close to score the second one.
So we are looking forward. It is going to be 1 minute added on by the officials. And that is the end of the match. 1-0 in the favor of Yokohama F Marinos. They are literally the driving force in the first half, but things could change in the second half. What are your expectations on that, Abdulaziz?
Well, let's just wait and see, because it's just one goal, and Pohang Steeler player can make a good movement, make good chance to score the first goal.
Yep, we'll be watching and seeing if there is a way for Pohang Steelers to make a comeback in this game, but it's all fully controlled by one man right now. Hyogo is now maybe looking forward for the second goal. On the other side, Pohang Steelers, as we see, Park Jun-soo is doing his very best to not concede the second goal, because that is going to add more pressure to him and also the rest of these mentalities, performance and stuff. But here you go again. Anderson Lopez couldn't find the final pass inside the box.
Honestly, I think there will be another goal, but maybe for Yokohama F Marinos player, because I don't see much from Pohang Steelers player.
Yes, seems like Pohang Steelers are right now under the pressure to get the equalizer, but maybe the second goal might be coming real soon. Right now, Jean Cloud immediately addresses the issue, got the ball back. Elba to find Jun Amano. On for Anderson Lopez in the middle. Brilliant pass. Alba. Still Alba. And the cross did not find the main man. He was looking forward inside the box, but it's not ending anytime again. Here is Ken. Ken gets the ball back. It's a little bit of a deflection, left and right, front and forwards. And seems like Alba gets the ball back again. Oh, that's a very rough tackle.
Is that a red card?
It's going to be a yellow. Referee being a little bit lenient in that. But,
you know, from behind it should be a red card.
Yes, the argument here is that could be a red card now, but let's see what they can produce from here. Jin Cloud on for Jun Amano. Cloud again. Anderson Lopez has a chance, and Anderson Lopez could not turn things away. Seems like the attack.
Inside the box passes, you know, that's what he's really good at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alba. Still Alba trying to bait the defenders away, trying to pull more defenders to its side, leaving lots of space for other options.
Wow.
Brilliant display of the dribble over there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, really nice. He's controlling the ball in a very good way, even though there were two players, you know, attacking him.
I knew it, and look at that. The referee gave them a fall inside, and there you go. He was unmarked. Nobody was looking at him. Nobody even knew he was there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, but that's a good goal. You know, he took, oh, look. I mean, Pohang Steelers player is just defending with everyone. He's using 5-4-1. This is like the most defensive formation you can see. But it seems that it's not working because you need to attack, you need to score goals.
Yes.
Defense is not going to take you anywhere.
Certainly, so that is the only thing that we are looking forward now. The final changes could be coming in on the team formation, team tactics. Fresh players could do the job to change things around, but the only thing that is not going right for it, it is none other than Pohang Steelers and Park Jun-soo, who right now needs something to change the entire momentum of this game, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, that's what Pohang Steelers player is trying to do. He changed some things about the formation. Maybe now we will see more players in the mid for Pohang Steelers player, and based on that, maybe we can see, let's say, more chances. I'm not going to say goals because we don't know about that.
Yep. So we're underway still in this match. It is still 2-0 going in the favor for none other than Yokohama F Marinos. They are now in front with a 2-goal lead. On the other side, it seems like things are getting really tough for Pohang Steelers. They need to get a goal quick. And I believe it is now or never, Abdulaziz, because the room for improvement and also the room for making a comeback is getting slimmer.
I think so, yes.
Yes.
But you see now, Pohang Steelers player is like playing better now. Yes, he's creating chances. He's trying to find something.
I'm not sure if that something is arriving anytime soon, but maybe right now that could be a chance. But I really love the defensive awareness by Yokohama F Marinos. Hyogo especially reading the game really well and defending with everything that he can, trying to keep a clean sheet now. Here comes Shahi. Shahi's pass back again for Shahi again. Anderson Lopez could be finding in, but it is Shahi to score the goal this time. It is 3-0. Patience wins you games, and I believe we are seeing the very best from the very best man in the front of our screens right now. It is Hyogo from Yokohama F Marinos.
That's a beautiful goal. He controls the ball in a very tight situation, and then he turn and then he put it in a very beautiful way far to the far post. 3-0, completely deserved lead, and maybe we can see more goals. 1-2.
Yes, he definitely needs more. He wants more. He's hungry. At this moment, I believe it is pretty much a checkmate over there, Abdulaziz.
Oh yeah, he's playing really well. He's like comfortable. It seems that Pohang Steelers player made a huge mistake by playing with 5 and very defensive style. You just give your opponent the chance to create chances, to score goals, and to play the way he wants.
Certainly. So there you go, another opportunity we saw by Pohang Steelers, but did not go to their plan. The ball didn't land in the back of the net. Instead, it went over the net. That is definitely not a goal according to the football rules. But here we go again. Seems like Yokohama F Marinos needs more. They are not ready to give up yet. And that's another goal coming in for Yokohama F Marinos. Simple football, simple touches, simple passes brings some extraordinary finishing over there, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, that Iniesta move and then that shot, it was really beautiful. Very nice goal from Yokohama F Marinos player. I mean, 5-0, that's too much.
That is too much, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. So another 3 minutes left in this game. At this moment, we can already know who is going to go back with 3 points. On the other side, time is ticking away. And I believe Pohang still a player, and that is none other than Park Jun-soo, just wants the match to end. But the referee is adding more burden to it by adding 4 minutes on the clock, maybe to give another opportunity for Yokohama F Marinos to score another goal. Can makes the pass. Ashahi driving on the inside. Here comes Anderson Lopez. It is still Anderson Lopez with a brilliant save by the goalkeeper, denying the goal number 6 over here, Abdulaziz.
Yes. Well done, well played, and totally deserved victory for Yokohama F Marinos.
That is the end. A match that we never thought would go this way, but it has ended that way with 5-0. It's more like an exhibition match in this one of the best part of this tournament. But Tik, we did not expect this to happen, but sometimes things like this do happen. So there you go, very one-sided football today.
Exactly. Yokohama F Marinos have managed to get the win with a very big gap in this match. There are a lot of goals that we have seen. And it's unusual for the East. Like we talked about this, that it happens more in the West than in the East. However, it did happen. Yokohama seems they play way better on the main station and in the stream, like when they're when all eyes are on them. However, Pohang Steelers, they played also really well. However, like it is always very difficult for them to get the win. They're always very close, but this is the first time being here on in the main station, so it's very hard also to judge right here. But they're all still in the tournament. No one get eliminated. But there are many goals that happened. Like we have seen, Pohang Steelers. What could have they done to actually play better? Because we can see Hugo was controlling most of the time, striking most of the time. Like what went wrong from Park, because he didn't play very well at this match at the stage. Was it very stressed from his side, or what else could have he done?
Oh yes, I think Pohang Steelers, the player, made a huge mistake by playing 5 at the back and relying on defense for like the whole 90th minute. That definitely caused him to lose 5-0, because when you give your opponent the chance to build up in a comfortable way, to go to your defense and to try to find the gaps, you made it even harder for you. In football there is a logic, and it says that the best way to defend is to attack. So he didn't go with that one, but instead he was just defending all the time, and that's how it ended 5-0.
That's actually really, that is very, very solid, because it is true. The best way to defend is to attack, because defending, you're not going to score with defending. You're just giving the opportunities for your opponent, and that's what we see here. However, we're still not done yet. We have a couple more matches coming up next, so stay tuned. We are going to take a break, and we will be back. So stay with us. We'll come back after the break. And we are back for our last match to wrap up the round-robin group stage between the West and the East. And this is a very interesting match that we are going to have Al Gharafa against Nassr. Honestly, we have seen Nassr dominating their group. They won all the matches. Al Gharafa, they are struggling a little bit, and we also have seen whoever jumps on the stage very comfortable and confident. It might turn out against them. However, it's not going to change their place. And Nassr still, even if they're lost, maybe it depends on the goals that they receive. However, if they lost by 1 goal or whatever, they're still going to be in the lead. They did so well in the round-robin group stage. Al Gharafa, they're in a more difficult spot. They need to get a better seedings and against a really, really tough opponent like a Nassr.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's lots of rooms of improvements for all of the teams. So Al Nassr, despite they might be having a little bit of a stumble here and there, but I still believe they have really good players. And what Abdullah just mentioned yesterday, you know, they got top players. So I still have a lot of beliefs in them that they could really go really well. But on the other side, it's going to be a really interesting match between these two. It's going to be Al Gharafa up against Al Nassr. So both of them are going to go head to head. This is the final match of the day before we wrap things up for the round robin. So both of them are looking very happy. Well, things could change once the match goes in, isn't it?
Exactly. And we saw that Nassr there, doesn't matter if Saif or Amjad plays, they both perform very well and get the win. And now we see Saif is the choice here. What do you see his reason here? Is it because they complete each other and they see what Amjad is lacking, so Saif is actually can fill this gap and play in this match? But for Al Gharafa, they also have options. They have 2 players. We have Rizal and Muhammad who plays with them, but it's very difficult to choose whoever, especially knowing that Al Nassr is performing so well so far. So what do you see is the reason for Saif is actually to play?
Yeah, Saif, I think he's more experienced, and also he's facing a good opponent that he plays for Al Gharafa. He's from Indonesia, so we know that Indonesia is very good country at eFootball. So they always produce top players. So it will be a really good game because both of the players one of the best at this game in their region and of course in the world. So it's not going to be easy match at all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see both of them play and let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. So I believe we're going to be going into the match, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last match of the day. And if you just tune into the live stream, I've been seeing a lot of Al Nassr fans in the comment box, especially on our YouTube social media platforms. This is the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. We are here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, as we are underway for the last match of the day. It is none other than Al Gharafa up against Al Nassr. So Al Nassr will be attacking from right to left in a yellow kit, and from left to right, it is going to be Al Gharafa. And it seems like the very first chance for Al Gharafa, but that was a really good save by the goalkeeper there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I mean, that's a good start from Al Gharafa, but we are only talking about 5 minutes in game time. Saif is trying to go and take the lead. That's very nice control.
Yes, he's trying his very best, but Otavio is also there to get the ball under control. Salo is on for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Wow.
Ronaldo immediately got fouled over there, and it's a free kick given to Al Gharafa right now.
Yes.
There's a little bit of a changes going on. Maybe the controllers there.
Yeah, the controller settings probably for one of the players is not at point, but that's what they are trying to do now, is just to fix things out. Anyway, regarding the formation and the style of play that both of these players have is completely different than each other, but they know how to do things on their way, and yeah, let's see how it goes.
Certainly. So here we go again. It's still 0-0 in the very early stage of the match. Here is Yusuf Saad.
Nice tackle.
Yep, the tackle looks really splendid over there. Ronaldo gets the ball, and Ronaldo could not find the right man to make the pass. Easily dispossessed over there. Gharafa looking really aggressive in the start, but at the same time we can also see both of them are struggling to find the ball in the final third of the match. But here we go again. Goalkeeper comes out, and that is a deadly move inside the box. But credit goes to the goalkeeper for seeing that before in hand there, Abdulaziz.
Yeah, what a ball, I mean, from him. It was really nice pass, but okay, that's good. The good thing about Saif is that he's really good to break any defense. He knows how to break the defense.
Yes.
And it makes it like hard for opponents to read his mind.
Yes, Ronaldo on for Otavio now. And Otavio could not find the very best. And here comes Joselu on for Rodrigo. Joselu makes the run. Joselu has the chance to make the pass. Yes, Ayub, and that is almost the first goal. But the goalkeeper came to the rescue with a full stretch save, denying the efforts of the players from Gharafa right now.
It was really nice build-up. This is a very dangerous attack.
Yes, Ayub. Referee says play on, no foul. Here comes Al Nassr on the attack. John Duran. Still John Duran on for Angelo. Seems like Saiful Nadena was also there to stop the attack. And at the same time we can see Sultan makes the pass all the way in the front, looking for John Duran. But the options in the front looks really less. Al Nassr now building it from the back again. Salo Brozovic. And Brozovic could not keep the ball, and Rodrigo is trying to start the attack again, but the ball deflected from the Al Nassr player. Is going to be in a throw-in. Well, very tight match so far, Abdulaziz.
Yes.
It seems like both of them are figuring out how to actually find the weak spot on defense.
Yeah, I think they know each other very well. You know, it's 50-50 game, and it could go any other way because everyone and each one of them can score a goal.
Yes, John Duran now. And still John Duran trying to find Brozovic. And John Duran! Goalkeeper this time to the rescue for Al Gharafa. And it could be another chance for Al Nassr right now. Ronaldo could be the main man inside the box. It's the long pass inside, but the corner kick was not the very best. Otavio switching sides towards Mohamed. Here's Laporte. And John Duran gets the ball this time. Abdullah on for Brozovic. Brozovic easily dispossessed by Rodrigo. And here comes Al Gharafa on the attack, trying to find Joselu, and Joselu loses the ball again. Mohamed still circulating around at the midfield area, trying to pull defenders away, trying to find some space to make the pass. And here comes John Duran. John Duran. I realize one thing, Abdulaziz, the strikers of Al Nassr, especially the in-game strikers, they lose the ball easily, especially when there's pressure.
Oh yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, here comes Angelo, and yeah, see, there you go, again and again. But I have to give credit to the defenders. They are doing an absolute wonderful job.
Yeah, he's standing really well with the defenders. I mean, Rizal is playing good. He's defending really, really well. He's not giving too many options and too many spaces to save.
Certainly, and here comes Joselu on the front again. And the defender read the danger immediately as fast as possible. Sultan now for Al Nassr. Well, Al Nassr consisting of really amazing players, two players who are on top of their very form. Can they find the opening goal of the day for them? Because at this moment, Al Gharafa is defending as much as they can. Here comes Abdullah. Abdullah tries to find Ronaldo, and Ronaldo couldn't get the ball there in time, and a foul.
Yeah, who is going to break the ice?
Yeah, that is the question right now. Who is going to find the weakness in the defense? Who's going to be breaking the deadlock, you could say?
Yes.
Saido back again for Ayub, and here comes Al Nassr again. John Duran makes the pass for Angelo. Still Angelo inside the box, and a Traore makes the cross immediately, ruling the ball out. But Al Nassr is not giving up yet. There's only one more minute left before we go into the second half. Before we go into a break, maybe they want to capitalize on. And there is only Ronaldo inside the box, and John Duran could not arrive on time. And I believe that is almost the end. And referee says still play on. That is the end. That is still 0-0 right now, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I
Nothing
mean-
to separate between both of them. Your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to score against this kind of defense from both sides, to be honest. Both of them are defending really well, defending really deep. And if you notice that probably they are like playing for Nassr, they play for 2-1-3, and for Al Gharafa they play 4-3-1-2. So both of them have like 4 players in the mid where they are just blocking every single pass.
Certainly there, so there's going to be lots of changes coming up. In the meantime, if you just tune in, this is the AFC eChampions League Elite 2025. You're here live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, as we are underway for the remaining 45 minutes of football between Al Gharafa and also Al Nassr, as it is still a goalless half. Can we see either one of them scoring goals in this half? We will just tune in at the moment and see who's going to be scoring a goal. Sadio Mane is being brought on to the game. He was not in the first half. And referee,
Is that a
what is
foul?
the decision?
Is that a foul?
Don't tell me there's this is a really good spot, but they are not relying on Ronaldo this time. It is going to be Brozovic that is the main man to take the free kick. Back a few years ago, it used to be Ronaldo, but Brozovic! Oh, what a save. Perfect save right there.
Yes, that's a good save from the goalkeeper, you know, even though it was not like an easy choice. But yeah.
Corner kick for Al Nassr. There is a couple of options inside the box. John Duran makes the pass, and another chance gone begging again. They're coming closer and closer for Al Nassr there, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I mean, I think Nassr is like more brave to attack and to create a chance. And probably if there is a goal, probably it will go to Al Nassr. Don't you think?
Yes, probably. Possibly. John Duran inside the box, only for him to bring it out again. Sadio Mane now. Still Sadio Mane loses balance in the battle in the midfield over there. But then the defenders came down as well to give a little bit of help. Rodrigo almost getting the ball in the front as he was running all alone. That counter could look really good.
Oh, yes.
But then the defenders read the movement really well. And here comes Al Nassr again on the attack. Otavio to Abdullah. Trying to surge forward in the front. Seydou Sanu read the movement. Al Gharafa taking everything in their hands right now. Maybe they could be the one who could find the net now. Here's Yusuf. Still Yusuf. Could Yusuf finish it off?
Wow.
Only for the goalkeeper
Very nice.
to carry the ball away.
Yeah, the pass, he made a mistake save there. And Rizal took a full advantage of that.
Yes, and yes, another corner. There you go. What a save again. Goalkeeper on the very highest form of top. Man, I can really tell you that is really hard to save, but the goalkeeper made it look very simple, but it's not over yet. Fabrizio with another pass right now. This could finally find the back of the net, maybe. But then the Al Nassr defenders read the movement again and put the ball away, and here comes John Duran. And John Duran could not hold it off as much as he can in the front. Al Gharafa right now could be finding the way to get the first goal in. And maybe right now! Wow. It has arrived for Al Gharafa. Well, Abdulaziz.
Beautiful. Very nice
Beautiful goal,
build-up.
isn't it?
Yes, very nice build-up. Cross, and then a very nice header. It's well-deserved lead, you know. He just believed in himself, and he found the moment that he can attack safe and, of course, make something out of it.
Yes, perfect opener by Al Gharafa so far. And Al Nassr right now needs to make a change, needs to find something different. Well, I used to see Ronaldo on the top, but right now Ronaldo is no more in the team anymore there, Abdulaziz.
Oh, wow.
He's being brought out and he's being replaced by fresh legs who needs to do the job real quick because time is running out and chances are getting slimmer for Al Nassr.
Yeah, sure, of course, because we see that he's not using Ronaldo, but yeah.
Maybe if it was the 2015
Preferences?
Ronaldo, it will be different.
Preferences.
Number 19.
There is lots of different choices that has been made in this match. And it is 1-0 right now going in the favor for Al Gharafa. And right now, Jamal has a chance, but only to be carried the ball away there. Andre. Still, it is a huge battle 1-0 is never enough. It could
Not at
change
all.
any time.
Yes.
Goalkeeper makes the pass, trying to find the right teammate. Keeping the ball inside the bay right now, Andre to find Jamal, and this could be it for Joselo. And still Joselo to make it through. And yes, he does. Al Nassr are right now not doing what they're supposed to do. Instead, they are conceding goal right now, Abdulaziz.
Yes, I mean, Gharafa is playing really well. He's smart and he knows when to attack, when to defend. And now he scored 2. Probably he can score more.
Yes, talking about scoring more, Andre Shaputra is now hungry to get the ball in the front. There is a couple of options waiting for him inside the box. But then might be looking for different options now. And here comes Joselu again, who just scored a wonderful goal. Ayub on for Asim. Ayub comes inside the box, and Jamal could not connect the shot over there. And with only 19 minutes left in this game, Al Nassr needs to find a different strategy, a different approach. What would you be doing right now if you're in the position of Al Nassr, Abdulaziz?
I will go attack. I'll go attack because there is nothing much time left, and you will need to score. At least if he scored now the first goal, I think he can go for the second. But the problem is, how can you break Al Gharafa's defense? Because their defense is like very, very solid.
Yes, I believe they have already found the mojo now. And maybe Al Nassr to at least get one back. And here comes Sadio Mane. It is still Mane, and that is another shot going in, and another header, only for the goalkeeper to catch that really well and say thank you very much. You can restart the attack again. And off he goes for a long pass towards his teammate in the front. And it seems like the match is not ending anytime soon yet. It's still quite open with last 10 minutes to go. Al Nassr, it is now or never to score for an equalizer. But it seems like they are still trying their very best to find at least the first goal now. But as time is ticking away, can it be done? A beautiful control, still inside the box. Left and right, and that is almost going in there, Abdulaziz.
Unlucky. He was there unlucky, to be honest. But it's part of the game.
It is the part of the game. And now, it is a corner now. 82 minutes on the clock. Al Gharafa defending as much as they can. Sadio Mane tries to squeeze the ball to find his teammate inside. But that is not going to work, as Al Nassr needs to find a different approach, a different way to score. As we see Al Gharafa trying their very best to defend, trying to deny every effort that Al Nassr is finding in, and another defensive display being shown at the very highest form right now. But I have to give credit to the defenders. They are doing their best to stop Al Nassr, Abdulaziz.
Well, we didn't see much of Al Gharafa yesterday and even today, but now he's playing like a very smart way, you know, a very comfortable way, and now he's leading against one of the biggest teams in this tournament.
Certainly, absolutely over there. And looking like how things have been going on, it seems like there's only 4 minutes left, and 4 minutes added on by the referee. So I believe at this moment it is already a consolation for Al Nassr. Even if they score, they might not have the time to make an equalizer or make a comeback. And the referee stops for a fall over there. And it's going to be a free kick, maybe a final free kick.
Yes.
It's going to be taken by Brozovic as well, who tested the goalkeeper and now plays it very shortly inside and dispossessed by the defenders. And maybe one last chance to get at least one goal for them. And maybe now, no, again and again. The defenders are literally trying to deny every effort, and that is the end, Abdulaziz.
Yes,
2-0, Al Gharafa, this time destroyed Al Nassr and bringing home 3 points. Well, we did not expect this to happen, but it literally happened because there are lots of top players, especially for Al Nassr. But what really went wrong in this match, Abdulaziz? Because we did not get to see the Al Nassr that we have been watching and admiring throughout the campaign.
I think Al Gharafa played really, really well. Don't you think, agree?
Of course, what a surprise here. This tournament full of surprises. Al Gharafa made their way now in the group, and the streak for Al Nassr has been broken. Honestly, they were running this tournament for 6 wins, and now this is their first loss. That's the curse that we were talking about. Like, you jump in a match very overconfident. Let's say it. because the overconfidence might actually fire back on you. And I think this is what happened with Nassr. Or what do you think, Abdulaziz?
Of course, I agree with you, to be honest, because I felt that Rizal, the player of Al Gharafa, played very smart. He didn't rush things off. He was calm. He was collected, focused, composed, and he managed to score the first goal, and then he added the second goal, and just won like in a very comfortable way.
This is also there's also a tricky thing with Al Nassr. They usually get their win and they get comfortable once they score their once they get the once they are they score the first.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they didn't, they struggle a little bit, and that's I think what happened with Al Gharafa. Al Gharafa scored first, then second. Then they had the advantage the entire match. They blocked the way they had everyone on defense. Probably they got me there also on defense, but like literally everyone, no one left is just to stop Al Nassr from scoring, and they managed to do that. Like literally, they're stealing the ball. They stop every opportunity. Saves tried so hard, however, he did not even manage to score, not even once. However, this does not change their place in the standings.
Well, of course, if you ask me, like, you got to give credit when it's due. So I believe Al Gharafa has shown us a real display of bravery, real display of a quality football, because they showed something that we did not see for a long time.
Yes.
Because on the other side, the expectations and the bet was on fully on Al Nassr to win. But in the end of the day, we see Al Gharafa said, no, the ball is round. We could do it the same thing that they do as well. So they showed how it's done against a big team. So this also opens opportunity for other teams that is performing weekly, that is an opportunity that if they really step up, lock in, they have the opportunity to actually top the top teams. Yeah.
Exactly, and honestly, Al Gharafa used to be in the 7th place in the group, and Al Nassr is in the first. So it's you cannot predict, you cannot like even expect what is going to happen. Al Gharafa played really well. However, like we're gonna know how the standing is gonna be. So stay tuned for that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, for both groups, for the East and for the West. Plus, for everyone who's watching, also they can check the standings in the website. To see the updated version by the end of the stream, and we're also going to show it to you right here. But that was the last match for today and the last match for the round robin group stage for East and West. Okay. No team is eliminated. It is just for seedings for tomorrow. Tomorrow is really important for all the teams to like put much of their effort, because they learned enough, they experienced, now they know the capabilities for everyone. How is that gonna actually? How can they prepare? Like we saw Al Gharafa learn so fast. That means there are some underdogs here in the tournament who can actually come back and dominate. Maybe we can see an unexpected winner, but like the others, how can they actually adapt? What is the best way for them to strategize and learn and practice for the day tomorrow? Because half of the team, half of the clubs are going to get eliminated tomorrow.
Yes, of course. I mean, as you said, today and yesterday it were only for seeding. No team will be eliminated, and that is good, because you have a chance tomorrow to prove yourself, to show that you can do something in this tournament, and you address the issues. If you have mistakes, just solve them. If you have players you need to use, try them. Because tomorrow, if you make mistakes, you won't have another chance, because it will be out. But yes, luckily today everything will be fine for them. And yes, the only teams who will benefit from this, those who learn from their mistakes and come back stronger tomorrow.
Agree.
Of course. And tomorrow is going to be very brutal. Tomorrow is like half of the clubs are going to get eliminated, and everyone got their chances right now. Everyone learned, so it is on them to show us their best tomorrow to stay in this tournament and advance later. So it's not going to be easy, and the Nassr also played so far really good. and most likely they're still also leading the group. And we don't know what happened as well in the Est group, because we didn't see
of course.
the last matches. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm kind of excited as well to find out what is happening on the other side. But the points is where I'm really looking forward as well. So we can definitely see from there who is performing really well. And maybe the top performers of yesterday might not be performing really well today. So we can literally reflect on both days' performance and see who is being really consistent. But in your opinion so far, Abdulaziz, who do you think it's consistent so far? The one that we have commentated.
The team. To be honest, I think Gwangju played really, really well. They impressed me. Of course, the Japanese team, Vissel,
Yes.
they were really, really good also. And from the region, our region, I think Nassr, they were also good. But Gharafa impressed me, and I would really like to see what Gharafa did today, because they seem that they are on a good track.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, there's another thing. Like they also, all the clubs, they came from regions. Some of them are from the same region, and like we saw the clash. We know the histories between them. How's that actually also surprised you or like impressed you in another word by seeing their performances, and like what region got your attention more in this tournament so far?
I think the quality of players that each club has, these players, they are not normal players. They are not normal players. They are all highly competitive players, professional players, champions, ex-champions, experience, and still climbing towards the leaderboard. So these players are all really quality players. So with a number of good quality players, especially when they are in a club that is representing like Al Nassr, all the clubs like Yokohama F Marinos, so we can see that the competition's expectation and the competition's level is really high. So that is what makes me really excited, because I know these players. Because back in my country, there are a few tournaments that we have commented. I have came across these players. So I'm very sure as well Abdulaziz have came across players from his region as well, like from the Al Nassr and everything. So it shows that all of these players from Asia combining together, top players only, in one stage to fight and see who is the better one, who is the best. That's why it is known as the AFC eChampions League Elite, because only the elite survives. Yeah.
Of course, and every group, like they have a story. They have for every club and region, they have their story. They have their teams. They have their challenges to actually make it up to this competition, and it's not easy for everyone. We have the best in Asia who have actually participated to actually reach this level in this tournament. But like we have seen some teams who struggled a lot, like Wasl, Buriram, who struggled in this stage. We talked about it before. It might be a strategy by actually not showing their tactics or their plans for later for the knockouts. But like even if it was a strategy this way, it's still like a very weird one, and it's very risky to do it. If they actually thought of this way, is there a possibility for someone to actually think that way, or no, they're all locked in and they want to win every match, even if they're not gonna get eliminated from it?
Oh, you're right. I think it's not easy to show that. But some of the teams, you already mentioned that the Shanghai team, they actually were practicing with the team from our region, and that gave them like a visibility of how the West or the East play, so you can have different varieties of play style. To be honest, Al Gharafa played like different gameplay style, very accurate, very determined, very counter-attacks. They are like the best team in counter-attacks. And they managed to score 2 goals against one of the best teams here. Persepolis, I didn't see much of them, but
Yes.
I think they are also a good team, but they will need to show that. Because from what we saw earlier today, that they lost against Al Nassr. And of course, maybe tomorrow they will need to address this thing. I think the Japanese team, Vissel, they are still unbeaten in this tournament. And all these teams, they have like the tools that they maybe can prove to everyone that they are here to do something well and maybe to win it all.
Of course, I believe like everyone is like has lost this tournament.
Wow.
Yeah, all the team at least like had a draw.
Once.
We're gonna know more once we see the standings. I'm not quite sure honestly, but we will know more once we see the standings here. However, we have seen like multiple matches, a lot of matches that happened, and you have commentated on, and we really enjoyed as well. But like, who impressed you the most, like in this matches? Because like we've seen different skills, different plays, different goals as well. Some beautiful goals that we've seen. But like, what was the most impressive play and a goal that you've seen so far in the round robin stage?
I would go for Vissel Kobe. Yeah, Vissel Kobe team. They are
that was a really good one. Yeah,
they were really good. And
yeah.
Yamada, I mean, that guy, he knows what he's doing. And he doesn't easily give up, even though if he's conceding and he's being left behind and stuff, he doesn't give up. He's really good. So it shows that the level of competition is really high. The quality of players that this campaign has is also high. But the only person that really impresses me today, especially the ones that me and Abdulaziz commentated, I would really go for Vissel Kobe. Yeah, they were really good.
Of course, that is correct. And also, like some players also showed a really good performances and really good play styles. However, for all the viewers who are waiting for the standings, they are available in the website, so you can go and check them out. We will also check them out really soon. However, also there are in this tournament there are some underdogs here in the tournament that we've seen. And some clutches like Gwangju that we have said, but also Gharafa who have played so well, and we are looking forward to their skills tomorrow to see their comeback.
Yes.
Yeah, so we really enjoyed the day. Thank you, Abdulaziz. I think you have mentioned, you have actually, we have learned a lot from you, and also we really enjoyed the stream and the matches with you, Matthew. We really made it so fun right here. So thank you guys here, the best talents. Please show some love to them. They have put so much effort for me. I can take a break between the matches.
Thank you.
However,
thanks to you too.
Thanks to you, and thanks for everyone is to make this show very successful. However, for you audience, if you want to know the standings, you can go to the website and check them out. They are updated there, so please check them in the description. And thank you for watching today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.